The capitalist warrior takes his grave with a voice that could make demons quiver. He's the prognosticator, the truth giver, blasting through the speakers with deadly precision. His words cut deep, causing global division. The CIA levels of assessment, he's got them all, unmasking the lies, watching empires fall, ruthless and relentless. He takes a stand, bringing the hammer down on the corruption of the land. No politician, nobody is safe from his wrath. He's the business badass, here on the warpath. Ghost, predicting the future. Ghost, sparking synapses. Ghost, the badass of business. Yeah, now get ready. True Capitalist Radio starts right now. Now. Fucking bucks.
What's going on, man? That's right, folks. It's another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost, and I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Once again, this is episode 711 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get to anything else, I'd like to ask everybody to please spread this show across the internets and throughout the world. And let everybody let them all know that the True Capitalist Radio broadcast is in effect and in the house. And according to Five Finger Prostate Punch on a Rumble rant, he's going into surgery or something of that nature. So we'll go ahead and see what's happening over there. Cheers to you if you are going into surgery. And if you're not, well, then what the hell are you trolling for? Anyway, folks, it is July 29th, 2024. Once again, episode number 711. And once again, 711 was an inside job. I'm only kidding, of course. Anyway, folks, we got a lot of things to talk about. And, I guess we should go ahead and let's just get started right now, all right? Before we do, if you could please add to your bookmarks and add to your favorites my official website. Type this in your browser right now. Ghost.report is the official website. And, of course, if you haven't done so, follow me on X or Twitter. All right, the X or Twitter name is The Ghost Report. All one word, no underscores, The Ghost Report. All right, at X or Twitter or whatever the hell you want to call it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started, and let's briefly go through the markets because, as I was stating many, many times, I'm not trusting this market. And as you can see, it was a very topsy-turvy market. Take a look at that indice chart. You go like a bat out of hell within the first hour and a half, 2 hours of trading, then it collapses, and then we're back up. So this is a lot of uncertainty in this market, which is not exactly the market that I like to day trade in. Moreover, you see a lot of downside whenever you see any kind of stocks that are going up on news or going up on earnings or anything going up in the morning in the pre-market tends to decay in price as the day trading day continues to go. So I've been on the sidelines of day trading. There's a certain couple of plays I've been doing, but it's nothing, in my opinion, that's worth risking lots of money right now in this very uncertain market. With that being said, let's just go ahead and talk about the Dow right now. It is down modestly 0.12%. Closing out the Dow at 40,539.93 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. S&P 500 is up very modestly. It is up 0.08%, closing out the S&P at 5,463.54 points for the S&P 500. And we've got the NASDAQ. It is also down, or excuse me, it's actually up. It was actually down today, but it closed up on the upside very modestly. It is up 0.07%, closing out the NASDAQ at 7,370.20 points for the NASDAQ composite. Gold, once again, it is kind of leveling off at about this 2,300 range. Right now, gold is at $2,381.50 per troy ounce of gold. And oil continues its descent downward here. Oil is down 1.61% on the day.
I'd buy that for $1.
Hey, what's up, kids? Cheers to you, dude. All right. And I'll get to your dono in just a second, but oil's price right now is $75.92 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. So once again, I mean, a very topsy-turvy market. That's why I'm trying to tell everybody I would hold off and kind of maintain either a decent cash hoard or potentially hedge in some kind of metals. But in my opinion, I think that we're going to considerably see things going on the downside. And look, if you take a look at the front page of Market Watch, U.S. stocks could face elevated downside risk in the coming months, according to Bank of America's strategist. So everybody sees it. It's only a matter of time. Everybody's waiting to see what happens, all right? Let me get to these Buy Me a Coffees here. And cheers to Kenshiro HWCC. Hold on, what is this?
Ghost, what are your thoughts on Pep-Coffee, the hottest beverage taking the world by storm?
Give me a break.
It's a blend of Dr. Pepper and coffee. There's been intense debate on whether or not it's the superior beverage, and many are urgently requesting your endorsement.
Dude, it is stupid. And by the way, Dr. Pepper is nothing more than Coca-Cola and root beer mixed together, all right? Put equal parts Coca-Cola and root beer, and it'll taste just like Dr. Pepper. So, anyway, a little tidbit. And Five Finger Prostate Punch, I'm being still charged for the TCR chat. You won't let me in, Ghost. Is there any way to unsub? Well, tell me what email address that you did, and I'll unsub you there, Five Finger Prostate Punch. And Camaro RS09, good Monday, Ghost. Just got done cutting the weeds earlier, and now my hands are shaking. Fun work. You get paid good, too. Either way, have a good show. Well, thank you very much there, Camaro RS09. And I just wanted to say cheers to our newest member of the True Capitalist Radio chat room, Kenshiro HWCC. Cheers to you, man. And once again, if you want to participate and become a member of this show and help support this show and try to get rid of the damn trolls, I would suggest to every one of you to please join the True Capitalist Radio membership on either tier. And look, I'm always in that chat room. We're going to do some giveaways here to each member. I'm in the process of creating something to give to each member here. I'm just trying to design it, implement it, and actually, get it into production. But anyway, I'm always in this chat room, and it is a serious chat room. So if you happen to be a trolly bastard, or if you're somebody that just wants to cause drama, don't even think about it. All right, don't even think about it. And plus, you will be privy to the chat room that's on the bottom left-hand corner of this stream. So cheers to everybody out there, all right? But Kits, he said, hey, Ghost, I won't be able to tune in today's broadcast because I'm going to a potential new job interview. Hey, well, congratulations, Kits. I know that you got laid off on your old job. I'm really glad to see that you're now getting some luck on that job search. Wish me luck for my new job. Yesterday I heard shit about Anton Yelizarov dying, only for that to be bullshit. Fourth fake death report I heard this summer. Cheers, and I hope you endorse Pep-Offy. All right. Well, thank you, kids, and good luck on your job search there.
I'd buy that.
Hey, look, we got
$1.
Count Binface here with a text-to-speech.
Did you know? Donald Trump is backing out of a debate with a police woman.
Uh-huh.
Recall how I said that Boris would be sacked, and was? Well, I think Trump will be sacked next too.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe this time reviving Lee Harvey Oswald. I will never run from the debate.
No, Count Binface, we're not condoning that, all right? I do agree that Trump is not doing well, but we're going to get to that in just a second. Let me just talk a little bit more about finance here after we just uncovered the markets. Put the PC shot on. This should be, once again, sign of the times that at any moment this economy could be contracting here. It's just up to the market itself. All the people and their money being spent. Take a look at this. McDonald's sales fall globally for the first time in more than 3 years. So people out there, they ain't loving it. They ain't loving it. All right. So that's a tail sign. Now, I know there's a lot of people that are going to say, well, Ghost, getting a dollar, what do you call it, a burger meal at McDonald's costs like $20. Well, that's because depending on what market you're in, probably you're in California and or New York, all right, the astronomical demands by employers to give $20+ an hour to employees has caused this. So all of you people that are pissing and moaning about paying $20 for a Big Mac, Coke, and fries, you can thank this ridiculous idea of how unskilled labor should get a certain minimum wage. All right? And let me tell you, every time it gets higher, people wonder why the prices of things go up. They never either they're purposely trying to ignore that correlation or they're idiots. I have no idea. And Vox Artificial's Ghost hand cam stream making and drinking Pep-Offie when I don't know what this is about, but come on, man. And Tesla Cyberheart, why can't the CEO take a pay cut? Why does the onus have to be passed to the consumer? Well, Tesla Cyberheart, what you don't understand is that there is no minimum wage. And sorry for these cans here. Gotta fucking clean this dump. I gotta bring in my Mexican illegal immigrant housekeeper to come up here and pick this crap up. But I don't know if you know this, Tesla Cyberheart, but CEOs are actually paid on a contractual basis. All right? So when anyone who hires a CEO for their corporation, you have to hire them under a contract. And in that contract, they're guaranteed certain amounts of money based upon performance, based upon a bunch of factors. So they're not going to take a pay cut because it's already been written into a contract that they are paid certain amounts of money. That's how corporate wages are paid. All right, it's contractual.
I'd buy that for a
Hey, hold on, I hope this is a serious question.
So what happened last night in Venezuela? What makes you think the Dems won't be doing that shit in 2028 if the Dems win? Don't you think they'll cheat again? And we won't have any way to vote ourselves out of tyranny. Think about that.
I think that you're blowing things out of proportion. All right, now, will it be socially more corrupt and bankrupt if Kamala Harris and the Democrats win? Yes. All right, but I don't know how much more socially corrupt it can get at this point in time when you've got Dylan Mulvaney and the whole Bud Light incident. I mean, give me a break. I mean, when you've got RuPaul's Drag Show as the #1 hot show in today's pop culture, I don't know how much lower it can get. But the reason it will never get like Venezuela is because Venezuela allowed themselves to be unarmed. All right, they believed Hugo Chavez when he said, let me bring up and take up the guns and there's going to be no crime. All right, and you see, that's the difference between America and Venezuela. There's nothing Venezuela can do now that Nicolas Maduro is just announcing himself the winner, even though it's more than evident that he is no longer wanted as needed in Venezuela. And that's why the Second Amendment is very important. It is not for hunting, okay? It is exactly to protect everyone in this country for the exact thing that is happening in Venezuela. And there's nothing the Venezuelan people can do. Because Venezuela, I hate to say, allowed themselves voluntarily to be disarmed, and now there is no way to protect themselves against an armed, tyrannical government. So it's never going to happen like that in America. And that's why I hate to say this. I mean, the Democrats are pushing this, anti-gun rhetoric because that's exactly what they want to do. But so long as many of us understand the importance of the Second Amendment, that's not going to happen. All right? So this is America. This has happened time and time again. And for you folks that just don't understand that, this election, the way we run elections, if it's close at any time, all right, if it's close at any time, it's up for grabs on who has more influence in the country to be able to push more ballots on one side or the other. This is why I did not want Trump as the candidate, because what we need a candidate like Ronald Reagan. All right? We need a candidate like Ronald Reagan, because when Ronald Reagan ran against Mondale in 1984, he beat him by a landslide. They couldn't rig it against Reagan because he won every electoral college vote except for one state. Now, when we push candidates that are going to keep it close with the Democrats, that's when unscrupulous things happen. It's happened in the past. I mean, that's how President John F. Kennedy was elected president in 1960. The Democrats, well, they allowed, I wouldn't say they did it, but it was Joe Kennedy, John F. Kennedy's father, that went to the Chicago mob and struck a deal with Sam Giancana, who was the head of the Chicago mob, to give the Electoral College and rig the election so that the Electoral College votes of Illinois would go to John F. Kennedy. And guess what? On election night in 1960, it came down to one state. And what state was that? Illinois. All right? Illinois. We saw the same shit in 2000 when Bush Jr. had his brother in Florida with the hanging Chad incident. Let me tell you something. When you keep it close, it's basically down to who has more influence in order to push the winning column into their side. That's why I put a point of emphasis before in the Republican primary, even before then, that we need to push a candidate that isn't polarizing, that isn't hated by half the country, and we need somebody that has general appeal. Because if we have somebody that has general appeal, then we can actually have not just our side win power, but we can actually assert our policies. And that's exactly what happened under Reagan. And we don't have anyone like that is not polarizing, that is generally accepted by the general American public. We just don't have that. And that's why, in my opinion, the Republican Party needs to be voted out completely, because the current Republican Party doesn't stand for anything. The Freedom Caucus people, Trump, none of these people, they don't stand for anything. They have no principles, they have no values, and their foreign policy is almost the equivalent of somebody who wants to be a pacifist towards other superpowers, as opposed to asserting America as a superpower. So in my opinion, I think that it is absolutely necessary for the Republicans to lose, so that the sting that comes along with that, the laws, the liberal laws, and the policies that are going to be implemented are going to be so bad that the Republicans will never forget it, and they need to recognize that the reason they lost is because they don't stand for anything. They're hypocrites. They have no moral principles. They have no conservative tenets. There's no fiscal conservative. There's no strong foreign policy anymore. There is nothing. There is nothing. I mean, everybody thinks that Donald Trump is pro-Second Amendment. He was the guy that took bump stocks, which is a stupid add-on to a gun, and made them illegal. I mean, that's a first step right there. I know that many of you may not think it is, but that's a first step to incrementally taking any kind of weapon to protect ourselves away from the American public. And Duke Orville, happy Monday, sir. Don't forget Trump was... Dude, that's what I just said. Look at Duke Orville. Cheers to you, man. And happy Monday to you. He hooked it up with a $5 Rumble rant and said, don't forget, Trump was the first unconstitutional bump stock ban. He calls himself an ally to the Second Amendment. Thank you, Duke Orville. All right, thank you, Duke Orville, and that is what I just said. And I mean, you try to tell that to these MAGA people, it seems as if no matter what Trump does, they're just going to bypass it. Look, I don't want to get into it right now. I'll talk about it here in a second. I want to just get through a couple of things from the markets, and then we'll go ahead and talk about this stuff. But we've got Eddie 324758. The Republicans stand for Israel. In fact, just like you, I think many of them have raging erections for Jews. I don't understand what the hell that's supposed to mean, but I mean, I'm an American. Sofield Rex, me and the Mexican fiance say hi and type 333. Well, thank you very much there, Sofield Rex. And let me get to this other buy me a coffee, and then we'll move on here. Ghost is a jabroni. Why don't you do the Ghost show? It's better than this one. It's boring. We know Kamala Harris is going to win because she supports the Mexicans, and you don't. And you're not a Trump supporter, so all of us are going to go on strike so you can do a Ghost show. It's better for your I don't give a shit, all right? I don't give a shit. All right, listen, I don't like that show. I don't like what it brings in. I don't like the fact that I've got to do fucking 6+ hours of that show. I fucking don't like the show, all right? So I'm sorry, it is what it is. Anyway, as I was stating, let me finish up the financial portion here, and then we'll get to this domestic stuff about Trump and everything else. Take a look at what people are spending their last pennies on. Take a look at this. I don't have a budget. Why people are going into debt to travel. And, you know, I find that perplexing.
I'd buy that for $1.
I find that perplexing. I'll get to you in a minute there, J-Sev. That people are willing to just go put themselves into debt for temporary days of avoiding responsibility. Because I'll be honest with you, I think traveling is one of the most overrated, overpriced bunch of shit I've ever seen in my life. I hate to travel. I mean, everybody thinks that, I'm going to go kick back, I'm going to take a vacation. Trying to travel is more stressful than just staying at home and watching fucking TV. I'm not fucking joking. I mean, it is more stressful, especially now that you've got all these problems afflicting the goddamn airlines, whether it's bad 747s, whether it's bad systems and that are getting hacked or, you know, have a bad update. I mean, just imagine the stress involved of just getting from point A to point B. Now, I'm not saying I never used to travel. I have traveled before, but every time I've traveled, it's been bigger pain in the ass than it's worth. And then at the end of it all, when I look at the bill of everything that I've paid for, I'm like, Jesus Christ, why bother? Why bother? And Tesla Cyberheart says Ghost is on a no-fly list. I was on a no-fly list during the Obama administration. I believe I can fly now. I don't want to pay these astronomical prices, nor do I want to get on what is now the equivalent of the city bus, which is now public transportation in the air. I don't want to have anything to do with that. But anyway, I would suggest to people, before you start spending thousands of dollars, trying to put yourself in some nice resort for a weekend, maybe you should save it. All right? Maybe you should save it. And what is this, five-finger prostate punch? True shut-in hermit radio. Ghost can't afford to travel. Dude, I can afford to travel wherever I want to. I just don't want to. I'd rather save my money and buy fucking badass grass-fed fucking ribeye steaks that are $45 a pop. All right? I'd rather buy the best fucking scotches. And, I've got like 5 different mechanisms in my deck area in which I can barbecue and smoke. I mean, I like doing shit like that. I like having people over to my place. I enjoy being social. I just don't want to go on vacation and spend thousands of dollars just to stay at some place for a fucking few days. And in the end of it all, you're not any happier. You're more stressful. So, fuck that shit, man. All right. But anyway, look, let's move on. And hold on, Tesla Cyberheart. You should travel to Italy. I've been to Italy. It's crap. All right. I've been to Europe. It is fucking trash. All right, Italy is garbage. I'm sorry if you're from Italy. I'm sorry, but it is fucking garbage trash. I was expecting to get like some classy spaghetti and meatball out there, right? And when I went out there trying to ask for spaghetti and meatball, these arrogant Eurocuck fucks all looked at each other and like, ha, 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 ha. Like I fucking didn't know what I was talking about. Or I thought, hey, I go to fucking Italy, I get a decent fucking spaghetti and meatball. I mean, they looked at me like I was a fucking idiot. All right? Then I was like, all right, well, give me a fucking pizza. How about give me a pizza? Dude, the pizza's like a flatbread with like just fucking tomato sauce splattered on there with... Dude, it's gross. All right, it is fucking gross. Don't go to Italy. It is trash. I'm sorry, Italy. I know that, you're, I don't know, based, Rome was based out of there or whatever. It is fucking crap. It is garbage. Anyway, as I was stating before I got rudely interrupted, let's talk about Bitcoin for a second. Now, the reason that we're seeing this rally right now in Bitcoin is because, and this makes a perfect transition to what I'm going to discuss here, which is domestic politics, Donald Trump decided that he was going to speak at a Bitcoin or crypto convention. And because he went out there and suggested that he would create some kind of a Bitcoin United States reserve, that's why we have this move now on Bitcoin, now touching $70,000 a Bitcoin. Now, I think this is temporary, folks, but the reason I want to bring this up is because I find it ironic that we've got Trump now going from, what he used to think about Bitcoin, which I'm about to show you in a second, to now he wants to make a reserve. He wants to make a reserve for Bitcoin, as if it is some kind of legitimate currency.
I'd buy that for $1.
travel is a lot harder when you're confined to a wheelchair.
Oh, fuck
I
you.
get why you don't see the effort as
Fuck
worth
you,
it.
dude. Fuck you. And Tretchman, Italy hasn't been good since they stopped holding shows in the Colosseum and feeding Ghost's relatives for the lion. For real, though, glad you're here, Ghost. Well, thank you, all right? Anyway, as I was stating, the reason that Bitcoin is moving is because Trump had some kind of a speech at a crypto convention promising some kind of U.S. Bitcoin reserve. And I find it ironic because, I mean, this was the same guy, and I tweeted it, so let's go ahead and take a look at my Twitter. That tweeted back in 2019 the following, all right? And it needs to be said because it underscores once again why I'm not voting for this guy, why he let me down and a whole bunch of other people down. Take a look at this, all right? This is what I tweeted, and it says, from this and now he wants a Bitcoin reserve, how can anyone believe this? What this guy says anymore? And this is from July 11, 2019. I am not a fan of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, which they are not money and whose value is highly volatile based on thin air. Unregulated crypto assets can facilitate unlawful behavior, including drug trade and other illegal activities. So, as I was stating, folks, once again, this guy will say anything. This guy is throwing shit on a wall to see what sticks. And every time you try to highlight these contradictions with anybody who is MAGA, they can't defend it. All they're going to say is that you're a DNC plant. You're voting for the Democrats. They don't see the hypocrisy, and this is why Trump is going to lose. And it almost makes sense on why Trump even chose J.D. Vance, because J.D. Vance runs along the same lines. Says one thing one day, says another thing another day, just as long as it gets him political clout, social advancement. It's completely ridiculous, for Christ's sake. So I'm just highlighting the hypocrisy of Trump once again on another subject matter. And of course, take a look at all the magatards in here flapping their fat Cheeto-stained fingers, trying to justify yet another contradiction and hypocrisy of Trump. But you know, MAGA's turned into leftists. That's why I'm telling you, MAGA is no different than the 2008 Obama Democrats. They're acting the same. They're reacting the same. They're justifying the hypocrisy that they did for Obama. The same with Trump. It's pathetic. Anyway, as I was stating, we got J-Sev here. Hello, Ghost. I just got the keys to my new place in a state where weed, your tobacco, is legal. By the way, you're a psyop and kind of sounding leftist on Twitter these days. I'm not a leftist. Listen, I've already told you. Hold on. Trump's right ear.
Ghost is actively trying to elect Democrats, and his favorite thing to do at barbecues is to have a gang of men put their meat on his grill.
Oh, fuck
Type
off.
LGBT if Ghost is a queer, kill gays, kill gays,
No,
kill
no,
gays,
no, we don't fucking... We're not condoning that, you sick bastard. Anyway, yeah, J-Sev, I'm not a fucking psyop, and I'm not a leftist. I just am not going to submit my party, which used to stand for something. The GOP used to stand for something. Y'all remember when I was broadcasting at 08, 09, 2010, 2011? I was a conservative. I'm still a conservative. The problem is that conservatism not only has left the Republican Party, we are now embracing the disgusting, immoral tenets of the Democratic Party and I guess incorporating them as tenets in our party, and I'm not going to sit here and allow it to happen. I'm going to do whatever I can do in order to prevent it. And if you don't like it, then you're a part of the Democrats, you piece of crap. Then you're a leftist piece of shit. And Tesla Cyberheart, Ghost was dancing on 9/11. No, I wasn't, you fucking jerk off. Anyway, we got American Anime Okatu, or Otaku, whatever the hell it's called. Your thoughts on sacrilegious mockery of the opening ceremony for the Paris Olympics. Seems stereotypes are true. France is full of, yeah, okay. Well, look, I think that it was horribly, it was ridiculous. I mean, it was a mockery of Christianity. It was a mockery of Jesus. And, I had this conversation with the Inner Circle the other day. What I find ironic is, why does every religion hate Jesus? All right? Every religion, the Jews, the Muslims, the atheists who they don't even have a religion, the Satanists. Everybody hates Jesus. Why? If Jesus is so insignificant, if Jesus wasn't God's son, if Jesus was, why all the hatred? And let's say you don't believe Jesus is God's son. Why would you hate the man? Why would you hate Jesus, man? What did he do that was so horrible that he should be denounced for eternity? He didn't do anything wrong. On the contrary, he helped people. All right? He was an optimist of people who were down and out. You know, he brought people back from the brink. He taught people how to feed themselves. What is the problem with all this point of emphasis of hatred on Jesus? And, you know, no one can answer that. And if you can't answer that, then, I mean, I'm always an underdog. I'm always for the underdog, baby. Jesus is down with me. I'm all right with Jesus. All right, so all these people that are trying to make mockeries of Jesus, I think that you should look at them with a jaundiced eye, all right? And we got, what is this, five-finger prostate punch, LOL. Look, I'm not doing fucking links, dude, all right? Stop fucking showing me links. I'm not doing fucking links. And what is this? Put the PC shot on. What the fuck is this? How Ghost eats 40 pounds of wings. Dude, I don't do that, dude. That's like fucking what kids do and shit, all right? Now, I ain't EBZ about it where you gnaw down the bones to the point where they become nubs and shit. I ain't doing all that, but come on, man. And we got Eddie, 324-758. What are you conserving? You don't seem to want to conserve the American culture. What are you talking about? I love this country. And what does this mean? Because he had a BBC. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about. Look, I believe that America, the Constitution, English being the first language, I believe in Americana. All right? You're pissed off because I don't care about many of the folks that are coming into this country that want to get paid whatever the wage is. They don't care. They're not like American people who believe that they're accorded something just because they're born here. And they work their asses off and they get whatever they can get paid at first. They stack their chips. They eat very modestly. They live very modestly. And then before you know it, within 5 years, they're business owners. Yet American people have the first dib opportunity of doing this, and they do nothing.
I'd buy that.
They
for
do
$1.
nothing. All right?
This bastard came over here and immediately started harassing the Prime Minister. He kept asking where is Chef Boyardee. He had a glass and a half of wine and tried to suck off the statue of David.
Fuck you, asshole, all right? Italy sucks, all right? The food sucks, all right? It sucks, all right? I would never go to Europe again. And Duke Orville, people who hate Jesus don't like him because he has a lot of fake followers like Trump. Well, that's a very good observation there, Duke Orville. That's a very good observation. You know, I tried to show on Twitter Trump saying that he wasn't a Christian. And, of course, everybody tried to, I don't know, hear whatever they wanted to hear. They wanted to hear whatever they wanted to hear when it came to that. But he clearly said that he was not a Christian. But let's just pretend that he said he was a Christian. I mean, why was he saying that you're never going to have to vote again? I mean, here's the clip, all right? Here's the clip right here. Put the PC shot on. He's talking to some group of Christians, the evangelical, and then he comes and says this.
And again, Christians, get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm not Christian. I love you. Get out.
I'm not Christian.
You gotta get out and vote.
I'm not Christian, and, you know, maybe there's something valid about this. Because Viking Kyle, of all people, you know, who's our resident, you know, kind of Nazi guy, you know, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't call him that, but, you know, he's pro, you know, white, you know, he believes in everything. He forwarded me some kind of video of him. And what happened to it, Viking Kyle? I can't find it. Why'd you delete it? Oh, look at that, Viking Kyle. Come on, man. I'm looking for that video where you showed Trump out there going and converting to Judaism. What the hell happened to it? Did you take it down? Did you think that you were going to get, oh, God. Anyway, Tesla Cyberheart said that he would work on my lawn if I paid him $25. Well, $25 ain't bad, I'll be honest with you. I'd consider that. I'd take that deal. All right, I'll let you just do the front for $25. All right, the backyard's pretty big. The front isn't horrible. I mean, it ain't small, but still. Anyway, yeah, Elon got it is right. Anyway, let's continue, folks. I want to say cheers to everybody out there who is listening to the broadcast, and we're gonna transition from what we were discussing, which was market stuff. We kind of went into Trump. I kind of got ahead of myself, but let's go ahead and go back to domestic politics here. So let's go ahead and talk about the latest polls out here. Now, I know many of you MAGA people don't want to believe this, but I told you so, okay? Take a look at this. Harris erases Trump's lead. Two candidates are effectively tied after Biden's shakeup in the race. Now, I told you guys that this was going to happen. I told you because, first and foremost, the VP pick of Donald Trump is so off the wall. I mean, it is a complete uncharismatic, portly, pompous nothing burger that legitimately is the down low boyfriend to a billionaire, and there's nothing in his record. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. He's a complete contradiction. It did not make any sense. All that bump that Trump had post assassination attempt is gone. It's just gone. It's over. All right. And, I mean, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. And look, just because I'm telling you this is happening doesn't mean I'm for Kamala Harris. All right? I'm a political observer, and I understand how things work. I understand how things operate when it comes to the American politic. And right when I heard that Joe Biden was going to step down, I knew that Trump was going to have trouble. And now that they chose Harris, I mean, Trump doesn't even know how to go after Harris. And the more and more he tries to trash talk, it doesn't seem to be as effective anymore, in my opinion. And Eddie324758, you didn't explain that what you would conserve. You just excused all the shitskins pouring over the border. They don't fly American flags. They still fly flags of their homeland. That's ridiculous, dude. Eddie, I'm watching UFC, I'm watching boxing. There's a lot of Mexican immigrants. And by the way, most immigrants that are coming across the border aren't even Mexican. I mean, the United States has now made Mexico its leading trading partner, surpassing China, and now Mexico is growing a middle class. They're growing an actual middle class. Not too many people want to go in to United States from Mexico anymore. It's mostly the South American countries. And I don't appreciate you saying shitskins, for Christ's sake there, Eddie. What the fuck are you doing, man? I mean, you're probably pissed because you know that whatever unskilled labor that you're doing could be potentially taken by, cheaper labor. And the only thing that I have to say about that is step your game up and step your chain up, baby. All right? I mean, if you're worried that unskilled laborers are going to come in and take your job, then you need to get skills, baby. Then you need to step your game up. You need to invest in yourself. You know, you need to figure out how it is that you're going to get some skills to pay the bills, man. What the hell's your problem? And Red Eyes Black Dragon said, type P in the chat to punch Ghost in the fucking face. Yeah. My fans, by the way, all right? All right.
I'd buy that for a
And hold on. Hey, Eddie, if you have your home and you got a salary job, then why are you even giving a shit about low-end, unskilled labor that isn't going to affect you if you are some salaried, skilled laborer? I don't understand this. All right? I mean, why does this affect you? You know who it affects the most? It affects the low-end workers, the low-end unskilled workers. And, I mean, if you don't give a shit about them, then why the fuck are you complaining? Anyway, let me go ahead and get to these buy me a coffees here because I know oh, no, it's only one. I'm not saying the name of this prick, but thanks for the show today, Ghost. Been boofing your political dope since 2016. That's great. My fucking fans, by the way, all right? But anyway, as I was stating, folks, okay, Harris eases Trump's lead. And why is it, folks? Well, we all know why. All right, we all know why. It's this idiot goddamn, this J.D. Vance. I think it's purely J.D. Vance. All right? Pure J.D. Vance. I said it since the beginning. All right, now, since Harris is taking the lead, what is Biden doing here? Because there's some Biden news, which I hate to say I don't disagree with. Now, at first, whenever Joe Biden would consider, at least rhetorically, when he would consider trying to reform the Supreme Court, he talked a lot about putting or packing the court with a whole bunch of judges. But today he actually put out some ideas on what we should do with the Supreme Court and other things, and I don't think that this is horrible. Take a look at this. Biden and Harris call for Supreme Court term limits, code of conduct, and limits on presidential immunity. Now, I don't understand how anyone can't get behind this, because I think that Biden has a little bit of a point. What he's proposing is that the Supreme Court only hold tenure of 18 years, okay, which I don't think that's horrible. 18 to 20 year tenure on the Supreme Court, I don't think that's horrible. Code of conduct limits, this has a lot to do with these very unscrupulous type of donations that have been going to Judge Alito and Judge Thomas. They've been making a lot of news as of late, which has got a lot of leftists wanting them to recuse themselves from a lot of cases based upon conflict of interest. Okay? Now, this is really what I like the most, is the limits on presidential immunity right here. Because what the Supreme Court ruled last month, or at least at the beginning of this month, I should say, is that the president has complete and total immunity. It doesn't matter what he or she does in the presidency, and that right there is very dangerous. All right? That is very dangerous. I do not agree that the president...
Buy that for $1.
Wait a minute. Starving Venezuela pal talk member. Dude, shut up. All right, I'll read your dono in a minute, but give me a break. Jesus Christ. And here we got Kirk Johnson.
What does a black man have that is bigger than a white man's and increases in size whenever he goes near a woman? A criminal record.
Oh, Jesus. That's enough with the text-to-speeches and the disgusting racist jokes, you piece of shit. And five-finger prostate punch. Here comes the JD fans' homoerotic infatuation. Well, the dude wears eyeliner, dude. All right? You can't be a conservative and wear eyeliner. All right? I'm just saying. And we've got Tesla Cyberheart. Good. Let the Democrat flow freely. I mean, look, I don't think that this is a bad idea. Who gives a shit who proposes it? All right? Who cares who proposes good policy so long as it positively affects America? I mean, good God, you people are fucking treating politics like it's a football game, for fuck's sake. Trolling the interwebs with a $5 Rumble rant. I like the Supreme Court ideas as long as they aren't selectively enforced. No, this is universal. They're trolling the interwebs. I do like a 18 to 20 year term on the Supreme Court. The code of conduct is to limit the kind of unscrupulous activity that the Supreme Court's doing. Because remember, the politicians, the whole political game is for you to donate to their campaign in order for them to be favorable to whatever cause or policy that you want to implement. I know that it's a sick game, but that's the way it is. And that happens at the executive branch, it happens at the legislative branch. But what is supposed to happen when you put somebody in the judicial branch for life? I mean, how are they supposed to maintain some type of sustenance in the same context as the legislative and the executive? And you see, that's why there's no rules for this. And that's why that you got Clarence Thomas and Alito and a lot of people taking flack by accepting a bunch of large sums of money, trips, perks, and there's really nothing anybody can do about it. And, I can understand why many people would view that and see that there's something wrong there, all right? But the limits on presidential immunity, in my opinion, I think is the most important aspect of this whole proposal, because I don't think any president should have immunity. I mean, remember during that whole argument, before the whole ruling by the Supreme Court Justice about presidential immunity, that exchange between Trump's lawyers and Sotomayor. Supreme Court Justice Sotomayor asked Trump's lawyers, so if the president decided to use SEAL Team 6 to take out his political enemies, does he have immunity for that? And Trump's lawyers said yes. So the ruling that the Supreme Court has done by giving ultra supreme immunity to the president has basically made the next president a despot. So I can understand why Harris, Biden, and whoever is calling for presidential immunity. This doesn't help anybody but America. This doesn't help the Democrats. This doesn't help the Republicans. This helps America, because no president, nobody should have immunity. especially if they are infringing upon the Constitution that they have been sworn in to protect. And urinator, hey, Dad, the DNC called. They want their deposit check back. Yeah, fuck you, asshole. And Eddie 324758, you still can't explain what you're conserving. I just told you, Eddie, you stupid. Oh, I'm a salary-based guy with my own fucking house. Listen, you idiot. We need to bring back morality, you fucking jerk off. All right? And I get it. We're in Rome. Everybody is fucking a homosexual now. I get it. I get it. So why doesn't the conservative movement say, look, us as the Republicans, we need to universally accept the fact that we are going to protect children from sexuality and sexual suggestion. And guess what? You can't even get the Republicans to agree on that shit. That's how sick we've gotten, you fucking moron. And you want me to protect that? You want me to fucking go out there and give some kind of an excuse for that kind of shit? Fuck you!
I'd buy that for
Fun tourist destination. What the hell is this?
Hello, GhostPolitics. Have you ever traveled to China? The battling section of the Great Wall of China is only a 1.5-hour drive from Beijing. There is also a World Heritage Site in Beijing called the Forbidden City. Beijing is only
Who
one flight
gives
away.
a shit? Give me a... Oh, God, here we go. Here we go, man.
What does A and a hurricane have in common? It only takes one to ruin a neighborhood.
All right.
No.
We're not dealing. We're not going there. All right, we're not going there. Now, look, what I'm about to show you.
Would you use the word
I
evil?
want to show you this. Look, this is Prager from PragerU. All right, this is a guy that is now some kind of moral mouthpiece to the fucking right wing here.
Why do black people have white palms and white bottoms of their feet? Because Terry's a little good in everyone.
Oh, you fucking piece of crap. You fucking piece of crap. Let me tell you something. You fucking Republicans right now, you want to sit here and protect this shit? This guy is the mouthpiece of conservatism. All right? Dennis Prager from PragerU. I mean, this guy is now a school vendor in the public schools of Florida, for Christ's sake. Listen, y'all want to protect this guy? Hey, Eddie 324758, you want to protect this piece of shit? You fuck!
Would you use the word evil of animated child pornography? Because I certainly would.
No, I would use evil only with behavior. That's where we might differ, forgetting the sex issue. You can't be evil. You didn't do evil if you thought evil. You did evil
if I'm
you
masturbating
committed.
to animated pictures of pornography, I'm not doing something evil.
That's correct.
Yeah, I think that's
All right, there it
despicable.
is.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
There it is right there, all right? You want me, as a conservative, to somehow justify this? I mean, we can't, as Republicans, agree that we should shield all children from sexuality and sexual suggestion, and we can't agree to that. When we've got people like this that are mouthpieces of what conservatism is, we can't do that. So, hey, Eddie, all right, since you're backing up all this crap, I guess you're okay with this shit too, huh? Fucking piece of shit.
Buy that for $1.
What do you want?
My son failed his school biology test today. When asked to describe the contents of a cell, he wrote black people.
Oh, God. Just skip that fucking shit, man. Skip it! Now, I want to play this again, all right? Because every one of you people that are on the right that think that you're on a conservative side right now, you are not. This guy is the fucking mouthpiece of what is conservatism. Look up PragerU. Dennis Prager. And this is what this guy is espousing right now.
Would you use the word evil of animated child pornography? Because I certainly would.
No, I would use evil only with behavior. That's where we might differ.
Oh, hold on, wait, hold on.
Issue.
Wait a minute, no face killer. Are you fucking down with this shit? I'm looking at you with the goddamn YouTube. You better not tell me that you're all fucking okay with this shit, because you're a fucking sick piece of shit if you are. All right? Oh, Ghost is literally spurging about nothing. So you're okay with this shit? You're okay with fucking fanning your nuts to fucking children animations? Huh? Is that fucking something that you partake in? You fucking sick fuck! This is what I'm talking about. This is why I'm not backing up the fucking right wing right now. Because this is no better than what the fuck is going on in the Democrat Party. So what the fuck? Am I supposed to just sit back and pretend that this guy didn't say this shit? Am I supposed to pretend that it's okay to masturbate to fucking animate child porn? Fuck that! Fuck that! So you get the hell out of here with that shit. All you people that are out here saying, oh yeah, Ghost, you're a fucking Democrat, you're this and that. Hey, that's the right wing right there, you fucking piece of crap. That's the right wing right there. Piece of shit. And thank you, Viking Kyle. I'm going to show that in a second. 5-finger prostate punch. How much did you pay for your J.D. Vance Kamala Harris body pillow? Real funny. And Eddie 324758. Let's ban Congress and the Senate from taking donations and gifts from individuals and companies. Well, then how are we going to... Well, never mind. I don't want to go there, but I think we could limit them. We can't necessarily eliminate them because that's how these fuckers make their money. And Tesla Cyberhard, what's so moral about open borders? I'm not saying we have open borders, Tesla, you fucking moron. All right? I said that we need to redefine the border system and no one's touching the issue. And then when you had the Democrats initiate a border bill here last month that had everything that the Republicans wanted, the Republicans rejected it.
What do Zeus and Popeyes have in common? Both have a monkey exhibit.
All right, dude, that's enough. Dude, listen. If you're going to text-to-speech, don't be fucking text-to-speech and racist crap. All right, you scumbag. And a urinator. Hey, Dad, catching up with the show. Did you see Biden call for term limits? I just fucking talked about that, you stupid fucking homosexual moron. Jesus fucking Christ. Fuck you, urinator. All right, don't do shit. You're a fucking homosexual harasser, and I hope that you die of the AIDS because you're a fucking sick fuck. All right? And 5-finger prostate punch, you're against the sexualization of kids? Yes, I am, you fucking idiot. I mean, maybe you're not 5-finger prostate punch. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, all right? Anyway, as I was stating, before I got rudely interrupted by these fucking punks out here that are talking garbage that think they are fucking so cute. Hey, hold on, I gotta get to these donations. Jesus Christ. We got, starving Venezuelan Pal Talk member. Hey, Ghost, thanks for the show. Love the conversation on Pal Talk. We're going to go to protest tonight. I'll let you know how it goes. Fuck you. And JSev, what is this? Clarence Thomas was taking like 800,000 in donations this year. Carter had to sell his fucking peanut farm. This shit is insane. Well, that's what I'm talking about, JSev. I mean, I am not going to reject good policy just because somebody of the opposite party initiated. That's fucking stupid. That's ridiculous. And that's exactly what the Republicans did with the border issue. All of you people that are pissing and moaning about the border, why are you voting Republican when they rejected a border bill that was initiated by the Democrats and had everything that the Republicans were bitching about? All right, more Border Patrol agents by the thousands. A redefinition of what asylum is. Border wall funding. I mean, the only caveat that I didn't like was that it gave the president the authority unilaterally to shut down the government. But outside of that, why did they just outright reject it? Because if they supersede principle, what they supposedly believe in, over bipartisanship, what does that say about their integrity? What does it say about their integrity? If the border issue is such a huge issue for these people, why would they reject something that was initiated by the opposite party that had everything they wanted in it? It means that they don't care. It means they don't care. All right? It means they don't care.
Did you hear about the look-alike contest in China? Everybody won. Dodge the draft, wow you.
All right. Yeah, thanks a lot, idiot. All right. And we got trolling the interwebs. Ghost, how could you say that about Urinator? He's in here every day giving it his love, admiration, and hard-earned money. Shame on you. He's a sexual harasser. All right? He's a sexual harasser. Oh, Jesus Christ. Here's Mad Thad. I was waiting for Mad Thad over here. But hold on. Let me get to Froppy. Kamala is doing the exact opposite of what Hillary did in 2024. I don't hear I'm the first woman president every day from her. She's going to swing states, and she has policy, honest to God policy. For the first time in a while, I actually have faith in a candidate. Look at Froppy over here. He's being optimistic over here. And we got Mad Thad.
I'd buy that for $1.
Hold on just a second, Haywood. Mad Thad, conservatives conserve nothing. You can't even tell us what you have conserved in the past 20 years. True DNC radio. Look at what I've been saying for the past fucking 20 years I've been doing this broadcast. I've been doing this broadcast going on 18 years. And if you go back to some of the stuff that I said at the beginning in 08, 09, I said, and you can go back in the archive, I said that we'll see oral copulation between two men across the street from an elementary school, and not only would it be accepted, it would be protected by the First Goddamn Amendment. I said back then that we would see the absolute pussification. The absolute and utter pussification of the American male because of single dirty dish rag whore mothers. And take a look at what's happened today. I changed the name of this show from True Conservative Radio to True Capitalist Radio because in 2008, all right, that was the first inkling that the liberal party, the Democrat Party, had taken over the goddamn Republican Party. I mean, Sarah Palin was more than blatant that the conservative movement had been no more. I mean, the fact that prior to the 2008 GOP convention, conservatives would have shunned teen pregnancy. They would have kicked their own daughters out in the street.
For $1.
Gives shit to Prager while harboring PDF files like Jack, Sapphire, and Pedament in his $10 safe space?
Dude, listen to me. First and foremost, all right, Anubis, you need to check out your fucking goddamn Twitter profile yourself. All right? All of you fucking people, all of you fucking people are a bunch of sick, dumb, fucking furry, fucking anime-loving pieces of shit, and I don't like any of it, all right? Unfortunately, you dumbasses think that it's perfectly okay to fawn after some pre-teenage fucking animated Japanese girl, and every time I bring it up to your attention, you think it's completely okay. All right? All of you fucking idiots. All you have to do is take a look at the profile pictures of these idiots with some fucking 11-year-old look-alike fucking animated girl that they post in their profile pic, and these are the same people pointing fingers at, well, I don't like furries. He's a furry, and I don't like him. He's a brownie. You all are the same shit. All right? You're all a bunch of fucking weirdos, and I don't like any of you, okay? I don't give a shit if you're a brony, if you're a furry, if you're an anime prick. I view you all the same. You're all a bunch of immature pieces of fucking garbage, all right? And everybody knows that if you partake in that, I would hope that you know that that's how I feel about you. That's how I feel about you. And yet, every time I try to tell you people this, you don't care. All right? So go fuck off. Jesus fucking Christ. And Urinator, you don't have to deny. Yeah, dude, look, I'm not acknowledging fucking Rumble rants anymore, right? I'm not acknowledging Rumble rants anymore. You guys are just a bunch of fucking bullshit. And all of you anime, fucking brony, fucking furry, freaky fucks, I don't like any of you pricks. I would never be friends with you pricks. All right? So it doesn't matter what you are, all right? Fucking idiot.
Buy that for $1.
When did Peppermint Swirl leave Facebook? After it turned 18.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, dude. Look, just stop donating. All right? Just fucking stop donating. And look, here's Vox Artificial. Back from getting myself a burger and also picked up some coffee and Dr. Pepper. And then fucking Urinator. You love me, right? And then here's Five Finger Prostate Punch saying, hell, what about Jag and Pedalman? Listen. These people, all right, are not somebody that I'm going into private... Oh, Jesus Christ, man! What is
Hey
this?
Ghost, a Facebook post from 2007 surfaced of JD Vance blackout drunk on the floor at a party.
Yeah?
Here's a screenshot of the post with its comments.
Let's see that.
https://igotingo.com/f5c0.png.
I'll see. What is that? Hold on, put the PC shot on. Well, look, I mean, I'm not going to hold this against this guy. I mean, everybody gets drunk and passed out. Okay, great, he's drunk and passed out, but it's more of along the lines of what he has said and the contradictions that he has said. You know what I mean? So, in essence, I mean, that's why I'm pissed off. And look, I mean, you're a man, you get fucking drunk, all right? You get fucking drunk. It's what you're supposed to do when you're in your 20s. You're supposed to get drunk, soil your oats, and, when you come out of your 20s, you hope that you find somebody that loves you amidst all that and try to make a life with them. All right? So, I don't know how this is very controversial. Okay, so what? He got blacked out drunk. Look, I don't even like this guy. All right? I don't like J.D. Vance, but I'm not going to sit here and hate on the man for having a good time in life. I mean, that's, we're only here for a fucking cup of coffee. So, I mean, take advantage while you can. I'm just saying, all right? Anyway, thank you, Elaine Venice. I appreciate it, but I'm not going to hold it over his head that the guy's getting a little drink on, all right? I'm sorry. This is America, all right? America was built on vice. We got Haywood. Did you see trannies for Kamala political advertisement? Actually, I did. And unfortunately, that's the world we live in, Haywood. I mean, I hate to say it, that's the world we live in. I keep telling you people, and look, the people that are the most critical, in my opinion, of LGBTQ are probably have already partaking in that kind of sexual persuasion. All right, because look, I showed you, this was fucking some months ago, like 8 months ago, where I showed you an article that showed that 1 out of 4 students, all right, in high school have already partaken in LGBTQ sexual activity. So when you already have that incepted in the young's brain, and whenever you have somebody harping about how they hate gays and how they should be, have whatever, fucking violence to them, you already turn off those people that may or may not be, rainbow flag carrying gay, but may have done some, I don't know, grab ass in high school or, done some fucking experimentation in college that is going to be apprehensive towards that type of rhetoric, even though they may not be quote unquote gay. All right. I mean, I just don't think that you people understand that shit. You know what I mean? I just don't think that you people understand that. Anyway, ZZZ, kiss me, daddy. Let me be squashed under your fat jelly rolls while your grandson watches. That's great, ZZZ. And then we got Haywood. Can't tell from the picture, but it's only considered passing out if you don't take your clothes off. Well, thank you. Just from our resident drunkard here, Haywood. This guy, Anyways, I'm sorry, Haywood. You're a connoisseur. My bad. You're a connoisseur. Roxas, yo, Ghost, I hope that you're having a nice Monday. No trolley shit. It's fun to be on TCR. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Roxas. Cheers to you. And Alexander the Resurrection, America was built on vice. Then what's wrong with MLP and furries? Because your sick fucking assholes always end up going after children. All right? By the way, Mr. Beast, all right, he was an anime lover. And I am not shocked that all of a sudden, all this molestation shit regarding his crew and potentially him is all coming out. I mean, I'll tell you right now, I think all of you people that obsess over anime, obsess over cartoons, obsess over comics.
Pippa looks like a 14-year-old girl and you simped for her and called her a sweet little girl when drunk on the Ghost Show.
No, I didn't.
Plus, what the fuck do I have on Twitter cock holster that puts me in line with those faggots?
You're a fucking anime-worshipping piece of freak show shit, man. All right, check your own shit. And by the way, this goes to show you how retarded and how autistic and how you can't differentiate like a bit from reality. All right? That whole Pippa bit was created by you people. All right? All right, all of you people that donated to me, donated her shit to me, donated my shit to her, and then all of a sudden, you idiots brought all this shit together, you stupid morons, all right? And I just rolled with it because I hate to say, this is what you stupid morons get your rocks off with, all right? It's now over, the bit's over, we've all moved on, except for you fucking people. Jesus fucking Christ, man, I'm telling you, and you wonder why we're letting Juan Valdez in, all right? Never mind, all right. Anyway, Roxas, Giggly Gloomtown was a pedophile with connections to Chris that gets kids into porn at young age. All trans. I don't know if you saw my rant, but the post is really crazy. I did see your post there, Roxas, and that was pretty unbelievable.
I'd buy that for $1.
Will you service my schmeckle?
I'm glad you stopped donating there, Jeffrey Gostein. How about not doing it again? How about that shit? And we've got Duke Orville. I'm pretty sure all anime lovers are homosexual pedophiles. Round them all up and have them face the wall. Well, look, Duke Orville, I understand your angst against these people because, believe me, they make me want to throw up nasty chicken grease and corn oil and cream of wheat, too. All right? But I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. And we got Urinator. You rolled with it, so you admit you're entertainment for tards now. Well, you're listening. I mean, you sound like a homosexual tard that puts chocolate bars in your fucking shit funnel in order to... never mind. I was going to say something horrible. I can't say it. I was going to say, pretend that you're aborting a black... Never mind. Anyway, let's just continue and shut up. All right? I've got shit to talk about up in here. And yet, every time I do, take a look at this. This is a, oh, let me suck the shit from your hairy asshole. Look at this crap.
I'd buy that for
Look at this crap. Look at,
I'm going to use you as my own personal vibrating dildo.
this is the kind of shit that I'm dealing with here, all right? And you people have the audacity to sit here and talk garbage. Look at this. ZZZ, I fap the 4 porn when I think of you, Daddy. All right, dude. And you wonder why I don't do a ghost show as well. You know, I mean, these are the kind of people that I hate to say were gravitated over here to the True Capitalist radio show because of the ghost show. And it's sad. It sucks. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about Trump here. All right, since we're talking about Trump. Did y'all hear about this? The local Butler County SWAT team came out in an ABC exclusive.
I'd buy that for $1.
Came out with an ABC exclusive, and take a look at this, all right? Local SWAT team blames Trump assassination attempt on lack of planning and communication. Now, what the Butler SWAT team is admitting is they had no communication with Secret Service. And in my opinion,
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh, so this is a bad time for capitalist confessions?
Yes, it fucking is, Jatario, you fucking asshole. Aren't you always talking shit about people fucking overly trolling and shit, and all of a sudden you're fucking trolling? Huh? And what is this? Can you burp and fart at the same time on my face? Oh, Jesus Christ, ZZZ, can you fuck off?
That for $1.
Can you seriously fuck off? Hey, hold on, Stream Troll Mike, don't worry, I'm not gonna sexually harass you, thank God.
I'd buy that for $1.
Just wanted to say that J.D. Vance looks like he could be your son. Ah, fuck off, asshole. We got Mad Thad. You understand, like, acting like an 80s conservative is getting you nowhere politically these days. Listen, Mad Thad, I'm not trying to get anywhere politically, all right? I'm standing for principle, and what I'm doing is eliminating people like you from the Republican Party that are trying to say sin is in and that, we should just go and just throw caution to the wind and have no fucking principles and be the same socially, same morally, same fiscally as the Democrats. I'm not going to do it. And I want people like you and people that think like you out of the Republican Party, and I want you in where you belong, in the Democrat Party. All right? And I am willing to sacrifice the entire Republican 2024 cycle in order to reset the Republican Party for those of us that we could take it over. Once it's in shambles, we take it over and we set new principles. We set new rules. We set new values for the Republican Party. And I'm not trying to say that we should go overboard. You see, that's what J.D. Vance is taking flack for. He's trying to be a holier-than-thou conservative when his life does not reflect what he's advocating. Okay? He's not reflecting what he's advocating. So conservatism, in my opinion, needs to be reevaluated, and it needs to be recalibrated. And the thing we should do is, at the very minimum, okay, shield children from sexuality and sexual suggestion. Anybody who debates against that is a fucking weirdo, borderline pedophile. And universally, Republicans, conservatives, we need to oblige this. We need to make this a foundation. We need to make this a foundation.
What's the difference between Ghost and Ava Chris Tyson? Nothing. Nothing at all.
Yeah, great fucking comeback, you stupid loser. All right? I've seen you on Twitter, too. You're another fucking weirdo that probably waxes your carrot to fucking animated ass cheeks. Fucking jerk off. Anyway, all Obama kids are now grown up and voting, and like I told you a few podcasts ago, sin is in, Boomer. See this? Sin is in. You probably can't even win local Texas elections with that rhetoric anymore. Hey, Matt Dad! What are you fucking talking about? We're implementing conservative values right now in Texas. That's how fucking disconnected your stupid ass is. You can't have an abortion in Texas after 6 weeks, you fucking piece of shit. We've banned drag queen shows from fucking people, anybody under 18, from attending them. That's fucking law in Texas, you fucking piece of shit. What the fuck are you doing besides sitting there, fanning your nuts, pretending that your sick, sinful, demented fucking sexual proclivities are all of a sudden in vogue in the fucking Republican Party? Go fuck yourself, Mad Thad. Go fuck yourself, all right? Us here in Texas are doing shit. What the fuck are you doing besides putting your finger in your ass, wishing you could be just as much of a degenerate as Vox Artificial? Fuck you! All right? You all go be enemy degenerates together. I don't give a shit. I don't want y'all to be a part of the Republican Party. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit. Anyway, as I was stating here, no face killer, no trolling, but you need to eat some more avocado or something. Blood pressure went from 185 to 100 or something by now. Hey, don't fucking worry about me, no face killer. I've been doing this shit for almost 18 fucking years. All right? I'll be just fine. And someone, Ghost, can go to pool DMG, eat to DMG. What the fuck is that? Piss in pool DMG with me? What the fuck does that mean? Jesus Christ. And I got Camaro RS09. Mr. Beast Mr. Beast and Co. should be arrested for pushing that lottery crap onto kids. They need to be arrested for more than that. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
You are judging Vance by his actions from way in the past. Do you know who else does that? Retarded leftists on Twitter do.
Jesus Christ.
Congrats, you became what you hate.
Hey!
You stupid...
No, you're a stupid motherfucker, base department. If you're not based upon what you've done in the past, then what the fuck are you based on? You are what you do, you dumb shit. All right, you're defined by what you've done in your cumulative work of your life. And if you do dumb shit, or if once upon a time you say shit that is in complete contradiction to what you're saying now, I mean, that's every American's right to question the validity of the person saying the rhetoric. And if you can't understand that, then you are a fucking imbecile, and you probably shouldn't even be voting. Anyway, feminist socialist, that Pippa bit was weird. Well, you know, y'all fucking made it happen. You think I wanted to do that? You think I wanted to do that shit?
I'd buy that for $1.
Check
boxes, buy me a coffee dono.
Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is Vox's fucking... Oh, here it is. My bad. Anyway, urinator, can you insult me again? Yeah, I'm sure you would like to be insulted. You have a fucking demoralization fetish, don't you? And Quaker Ghost, aren't you a drunkard, a sinner? Yeah, but you see, Jesus gave his followers wine. So don't come at me with that shit, all right? And by the way, if you're talking about my tobacco, all right? Genesis 1:12, all right? I have now given you all the seed, berries, and plants and herbs to use. So go fuck yourself, all right? And Tesla Cyberheart, so I'm your mother? Well, I don't know, are you trans-testicle now? Or are you a Cher look-alike or some shit at some fucking gay club? Anyway, let me look at Vox Artificial's bullshit here. Let's see what the hell this is. Put the PC shot on. Take a look at this. Look, he's showing that. He said, yeah, I want Pepsi and coffee. Yay! Spaghetti! Yay! Jesus fucking Christ. All right, take this shit off. All right, that very funny, Vox. All right, very fucking funny. All right, folks, look, I'm trying to get through the show here. I'm getting bombarded by a bunch of troll terrorists, cyber vermin scumbags. All right? And wait a minute, Quaker Ghost, my bad. Okay, now vindicate the gluttony with 50 wings. Look, I don't eat 40 wings every fucking time. All right? I do it occasionally on the weekends, and that's about it. I'm sorry I even shared that with you people. Fucking shit. But anyway, let me get back to Trump. As I was stating, the local SWAT team is saying they had no communication at all with the Secret Service. And I've told you all before that the people that were guarding Trump that were on that stage were not Secret Service. As a matter of fact, there wasn't that many Secret Service on the ground that day because Trump hires his own private security, excuse me. He hires his own private security. We talked about this shit already. We talked about that he hires his own fucking security and all that shit. There was a Russian chick that was part of his security detail that's been a part of the Trump organization for a long time. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You sound like you need a smoke right now for real, which is what I'm doing now.
Yeah, I probably could use a smoke.
Cheers to all the chat rooms except for Mike Hawk, of course. Press S for Ghost to smoke and just chill out.
You know what? All right,
P.S.
thank you.
Thanks for being cool with me, even if I'm a brony.
Thank you. Look, I don't care what people are. I just don't want it, like, flaunted in my face. I don't like anime. I don't like bronies. I don't like fucking obsession over cartoons. I don't like Comic-Con. I don't like cosplay. I think it's fucking stupid. I think it's ridiculous. And I am unbelievably flabbergasted that nobody finds, especially in millennial and Gen Z generations, anything wrong with this. But it goes to show you how far down the mental health. I don't believe in mental health. I think the mental health issues that we have today are induced by psychotropic drugs. Prior to psychotropic drugs, we didn't have all this lunacy. We didn't have all this irrational becoming rational activity. It's when we started dispensing psychotropic drugs like they were candy to people is where people have gone off the wall. So that's why, in my opinion, I'm invested heavily into alternative health medication that is natural and that doesn't require a rechemicalization of the brain chemistry. And what is this? Vox Artificials, isn't 40 pounds of wings a day serious gluttony? Dude, go fuck off, all right? And no, I have not seen Yu-Gi-Oh! And Dragon Ball Z or whatever the fuck. Just shut up, Vox, god damn it. And Rox asks, Japanese as a country is just a psyop for the Jews to make autistic Americans, Mexicans, and angry black people accept child porn and bestiality. This is why I like Danga Darampa, whatever that is. Thank you. And then 5-finger prostate punch. Doctors late. I got another hour to torment Ghost. Ghost equals the Mr. Beast of Vaughn.live. Dude, fuck you! Don't compare me to that idiot. You all that have been listening to me know that I hated Mr. Beast, and you all looked at me cross-eyed like I farted on your Sunday suit or something when I said I hated that fraud. And now, well, looks like, once again, I have been redeemed while you people have taken the Kool-Aid, and I hope that each and every one of you that thought Mr. Beast was something, you feel like a fucking moron, because you should. You're a gullible idiot. You're a gullible fucking idiot if you thought this guy was some pious moron, all right? Fucking jerk. Anyway, I hope that you have a successful surgery there, 5-finger prostate punch, all right? Maybe you'll see God while you're going under or something, and maybe it'll change you. Instead of being such a jerk-off, you know, you'll actually, I don't know, do something productive or some shit. But anyway, let's move on here. Trump's doctor releases an update on his recovery from the shooting as ex-president appears without a bandage for the first time during the Netanyahu meeting. Did y'all hear? Oh, man, ears can regrow now. Did you hear about this? Look at this. Ears can regrow now. There it is right there. There's Trump with, like 18 days after getting grazed by an AR-15 variant, and miraculously, there's nothing there. Everything is just fine. I guess we can regrow ears now. Did you hear about that new technology? We can regrow ears now because apparently they had said that there was a chunk of the ear taking off of Trump. And take a look at that. It looks like it just all regrew. Wow. Wow, unbelievable. I mean, I'm telling you, miracles, huh? I want what he's having. If you can regrow ears, I mean, you know, what else can you regrow, huh? I said regrow, not never mind. All right, anyway, I just find it ironic, once again. I mean, I've known people who have gotten shot with AK-47s, like grazed. I knew a guy that got grazed in the neck. And there was a pretty good big chunk of his neck. I mean, it was bleeding profusely. He had to go and have emergency surgery. Now, the guy in question, you know, he was kind of a hardcore gangster. He's no longer alive. He's no longer alive, and I'll get to you in a minute, Mad Thad. He's no longer alive, but that weekend, he had gotten shot on a Sunday, had surgery on a Monday, was out by like Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday, and was at the club that next Saturday. At the club that next Saturday, for Christ's sake. And Luke Spiff, yeah, that's great, dude. And 5-finger prostate punch, I purchased a pirate hat just in case I lose my eye. Jesus Christ, man, what are you going to get skull fucked in there? You're going to lose your eye? You're going to lose your eye? Good God. Well, why don't you get whatever Trump has? He probably regrow an eye, apparently, all right? I mean, they're obviously giving Trump modern-day technology in which all of a sudden, like, I don't know, the technology or the cellular mechanisms that allow reptilians to regrow their fucking paws and arms and their tails and shit. So there you go, folks, all right? Trump, miraculous recovery from getting shot, from an AR-15 variant. And by the way, I told you that the FBI actually wants to talk to Trump about this whole ordeal. Well, Trump, all right, is actually going to go ahead and be interviewed by the FBI. Take a look at this. FBI to ask Trump for his perspective in the shooting. And they're probing, I think there's 400 witnesses that have been reported to have been interviewed by the FBI. And Trump has agreed to sit down with the FBI. And hold on, what is this? Vox, the piss destroyed his eye. Dude, shut the fuck up! All right, I'm trying to legitimately spark synapses in the brains of folks. And by the way, we're being broadcasted like 6 or 7 different locations. So what's up to the Vaughn chat? What's up to the Rumble chat, which are being a bunch of pricks? What's going on to YouTube? What's going on to Trovo? What's going on to DLive? And what's going on to Twitter out there? By the way, we got about 500 people live on Twitter. And it's probably the easiest way to view the broadcast. So I get why everybody goes on Twitter to take a look at it. So cheers to everybody out there. And once again, Trump agrees to be interviewed by the FBI about this assassination attempt. So we'll see what happens here. Let me go ahead and take a smoke here, all right? Since it was Ann in Philly who said, have a smoke, chill out, I think I'm going to do me right now. So I'm going to smoke some tobacco for all those that don't know. Now, this is unfortunately an old strain. I visited the Mexican kid that sells candy apples on the corner yesterday, and he gave me a new strain of tobacco called Midnight Blood Fart. It's not a new one, it's actually an old one. But it's new to me because the last stuff that I had ran out. So anyway, let me go ahead and take a smoke here. Cheers to everybody out here, to everybody who's listening to the broadcast on Monday. Cheers, baby, cheers. And hold on. 5-finger prostate punch. I'll send you the bill for the mishap, Ghost. Just remember you owe Foxo a tooth as well. I don't know fucking nobody nothing. All right? I don't know nobody nothing. Let me take a smoke here. Cheers to everybody out there. Let me take a smoke. I'm doing me. I'm sorry. Gotta hold it in, gotta let it hit the brain. Hold it in, let it hit the brain, all right? I'm sorry, just kind of, this show's kind of taking a twist, so please excuse me, all right? Anyway, did y'all hear about this? As we're talking about the FBI and we're talking about Trump, I thought I'd throw a little footnote here.
I'd buy that for $1.
Ghost equals a Nick Fuentes of on.live. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Listen, Nick Fuentes, for whatever reason, is agreeing with almost everything that I'm saying. So why aren't you giving him the same shit you're giving me? How about that shit? But anyway, since we're talking about the FBI and Trump, I thought I would bring up this guy. Y'all remember Peter Strzok? You know, the FBI, and he was banging the FBI lawyer Lisa Page, and they had these texts amongst each other about how they hated Trump and they wanted to conspire against Trump. You remember that arrogant asshole? He talked in front of Congress and was like some kind of snippy, fucking arrogant, almost, effeminate, type of sassy. I don't even know how to describe him. But take a look at this, all right? Courtesy of the American taxpayer, the government has to pay these pricks $2 million in settlements over the release of their anti-Trump texts. Huh? So take a look at that. I mean, if this doesn't make your blood boil, I don't know what does. I mean, look, I'm not even pro-Trump anymore, but the fact that these people are getting away with what they did using the FBI as a means of trying to suppress a presidential candidate, and the evidence is there. The text messages validated what I'm discussing here, and we're paying them $2 million because the text got released. I mean, technically, aren't those cell phones, especially if they're being paid for by the FBI, aren't those the public's property? And aren't those supposed to be public whenever need be, whenever situations like this happen? Unbelievable. But there you go, right there. This story got buried, and I understand why it got buried, because, I mean, it should piss everybody off. All right, this guy's an arrogant piece of shit. This guy was supposed to be the anti-terrorist head of the FBI and used his position in order to try to manipulate the election. Unfucking real. All right, and I'm not even pro-Trump anymore. I mean, that's fucking wrong. All right, that's fucking... Now that we're talking about the FBI, the CIA actually had to chime in about the Trump assassination attempt. Did y'all hear about this? The CIA denies conspiracy theory that it used MK Ultra on Trump shooter. Matthew Crooks wasn't part of some Manchurian candidate-like plot, according to the spy agency. Now, why the fuck would they even have to even acknowledge this is, beyond me. I mean, they're kind of adding fuel to the fire by even acknowledging, by even putting out a press release about MK Ultra. I mean, because MK Ultra was supposed to be, not real, right? That's just, components of people that got funded by the CIA that ran amok. I mean, I don't know. It's unbelievable. All right. I mean, first the FBI gets paid off because of their anti-Trump text of them conspiring to use the FBI as a weapon against Trump in 2016, and now you got the CIA coming out.
Buy that for $1.
Have a drink, Ghost. Peppa Offie, right? Just shut the fuck up with this Peppa Offie shit. But anyway, as you can see in the chat rooms, the fact that they even release something like this already has everybody suspect. I mean, take a look at the chat rooms. They already have everybody suspect.
Totally a bit, huh, Drunkler? HTTPS.
Totally a bit. Yes, it is a bit, and I'm not fucking doing your stupid fucking link, Anubis, you fucking idiot. I've already told you, idiots, I'm not gonna do fucking links, all right? Go whack off the fucking pre-teenage animated Japanese girls and get the fuck out of here, you fucking idiot. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, look, I'll be honest with you, man. You guys are fucking pissing me off. I mean, I right now I should be at least getting close to discussing a lot of the international stuff. And unfortunately, I'm just getting bombarded by a bunch of fucking jerk. It makes me fucking sick, dude. All right? It makes me sick. I'm not scamming anybody. You know what? Fucking get out of here, Anubis. Get the fuck out of here. Anybody who says scam, get them out of here. All right? And I'm not bringing you fuckers back either. Get out of Go fucking talk in one of the other chat rooms. Get out of here. Everybody in fucking Rumble talking shit, get them the fuck out. Get them out of here. I'm not going to sit here and put up with this crap. Get them all out. Fucking piece of shit. I'm not joking around, man. I am not fucking joking around. Anybody who talks fucking shit, oh, yes, yeah, I'm going to fucking kick them the fuck out. Kick them out everywhere. I'm kicking you all out of here. Get out. Fucking piece of shit. Get them all out. I'm tired of all of you. And don't fucking DM me or try to tweet at me. Oh, please unban me. Fuck you. All right, fuck you. I'm not unbanning any of you fucking schmucks. You fucking people, go somewhere else. Stop listening to me if you're fucking so upset, if I'm such a fucking prick. Get the fuck out of here. All right? You think I give a shit if you listen to this show or not? No, I fucking don't. So get the fuck out. Get out. Fucking piece of shit. Let me tell you something. I'm smoking here. All right, that's what I'm doing. I'm fucking smoking. I'm not fucking telling you to donate to unban anybody. All right, don't donate to unban anybody, you fucking idiot. All right, don't donate to unban anybody. I'm not unbanning any of these fucks. Stupid fucking assholes. All right. Anyway, let me take a smoke here, and hopefully this will mellow me out here. All right. Hopefully this will mellow me out. Give me a smoke. That's it. Gotta hold it in when it hit the brake.
I'd buy that for $1.
Dude, I don't know what this Pip Offie shit is, but can you fuck off? All right, can you fuck off with Pip Offie, you fucking piece of shit? All right, let me calm down. All right, let me calm down. Once again, let me get back to what I was discussing. CIA denies conspiracy that it used MK Ultra for Trump shooter. I don't even know they should have even acknowledged that. They're just adding fuel to the fire as far as I'm concerned here. And hold on, we got a Rumble rant. How much to unban all of them? No, I'm not unbanning nobody. All right? I'm not unbanning nobody. Jesus fucking Christ. And by the way, what are you guys supporting when it comes to Trump anyway? I mean, you want to know why I'm not supporting him? Aside from what he did at the latter part of his first tenure, which is COVID, the vax, all that shit. This guy is an unbelievably grifting piece of shit, and everybody who follows him. I mean, that's all this Trump shit is. It's a big grift. Everybody in the chattering class, everybody who follows him, it's a big fucking grift. And that's why everybody out here seems as if, at least on the internet, seems as if they're all jovial, they're all excited about him. But in actuality, folks, what's happening out here in cyber world does not translate to what's happening in the real world. And look, this guy's a grift. I mean, take a look at this. Did y'all see this? He's got assassination attempt sneakers now. I'm not judging. Look at this shit. Fight, high tops. All right, can you believe this? And it's already sold out. That's how fucking idiot these people that are in the MAGA movement are. I mean, this guy is soulless when it comes to marketing anything to these fucking idiot people. I mean, this is all a bad grift. And let me tell you all, and I'll be very candid with each and every one of you. I probably would be making 4 to 5 times more money doing the streaming business, which I don't really give a shit. I do it more for the hobby than anything else. But I would be making 4 to 5 times more if I was just coming out saying pro-Trump shit and MAGA shit and highlighting how the Democrats are getting triggered whenever Trump says this and Trump says that. But the only reason I don't, folks, is because I stand for my political principles. And I'm not going to sit here and continue to make excuses for somebody.
I'd buy that for $1.
I'm not going to make excuses for somebody that obviously is doing this for an entire fucking grift. And look, all of you people that say, oh, Trump's a Christian, Trump's this, and Trump's that. Oh, yeah? This is the same guy who now has Donald Trump Bibles, all right? And guess what? Those are selling out like hotcakes too, huh? Trump is selling God Bless the USA Bibles for $59.99. So I'm telling you all right now, this is an utter grift, and in my personal opinion, that's why everybody that's in the chattering class of MAGA, everybody like Laura Loomer and all these fucking hangers-on, this is what their whole bread and butter is built on. And if MAGA loses, I think that's it for most of the people's careers out here, like, I don't know, Crowder, like that fucking, all those fucking MAGA tarted, Salty Cracker, Styx Hexonhammer's already losing the wind in his sail because he's not MAGA enough, if you want my opinion. But that's all, it's all over, in my opinion. It's all over once MAGA loses. This grift is over, and that's why I want the reset of the Republican Party. Because once MAGA's gone, once the Freedom Caucus is gone, and the Democrats are in control, it's going to galvanize people that said, well, I'm going to vote this time. And I'm going to vote Republican because what's going to happen? I don't think anything really horrible is going to happen in the United States if Kamala Harris is elected. I just think that we're going to see a lot of social policies that are very liberal. I think that, we're going to see a lot of things that many people are pissing and moaning about now get absorbed into normality. And I hope that it inspires so many people that they start coming into the right wing. They start embracing the GOP. And those of us that have values take over the Republican Party. And we implement those values. I mean, look, I'm not trying to say we should be holier than thou conservatives. We just need to have a base understanding that the Republican Party is going to be synonymous with shielding children from sexuality and sexual suggestion, and there is no compromising on that moral principle. And you see, in this day and age of Rome, because that's what we're living in Rome, where people are LGBTQ, people are partaking in weird things, they'll still gravitate towards the Republican Party, but they have to oblige that tenet of conservatism. And that tenet of conservatism is that every kind of sexuality, whether hetero, homo, lesbo, trano, it doesn't really fucking matter, should be shielded from children completely. And that's in the general public, that's in schools, that's everywhere. The only time that we should be seeing overt sexuality is not only inside the home or inside the private clubs or inside the districts that are designated for homosexuals and shit. That's it. We shouldn't be seeing it anywhere else. And that goes for heterosexuals, too. People that are going out here doing, half-ass, dry humping, grinding in the middle of the goddamn street in front of children. All right? This is why I'm telling you, folks, we have to bring back principle to the Republican Party. And the second tenet that we need to bring back is fiscal conservatism.
I'd buy that for $1.
Fiscal conservatism.
Mr. Beast is confirmed to not be a coffee drinker. Do you really want to be on the same side as him on this issue? Type
What are
P
you
in
fucking
chat if
talking
Ghost
about?
should drink some Pep-Coffee.
Dude, shut the fuck up with that stupid shit. Oh,
Type
look at
A
this.
to unban Anubisa.
No. How about that shit? All right? I'm fucking trying to do a show and you're an annoying fucking cunt. All right? And what is this? This is boring? Well, then get out of here if you think it's fucking boring, you fucking stupid used dental dam licking, kebab meatbag chewing, rose-butted asshole having used condom sucking piece of shit. And Vox Artificials, Ghost Fumos win. What the hell is that supposed to mean? All right? And Five Finger Prostate Punch, at least you can use the shoes. Can do, I don't know, you can't do shit with an empty can. Yeah, fuck you, asshole, all right? And Viking Kyle, boy, Trump really did adopt the straw man name given at birth, making him a corporation, didn't he? Well, I mean, that's just the way it is. That's why all his corporations have Trump in the name. Urinator, you still gave us an ETA on ghost plushies. I ain't never going to produce plushies, you idiot. Blade the Stellron Hunter, just wait until they open a Trump church and call him the Messiah. We're not far off from that, if you want my opinion there, Blade the Stellron Hunter. And Eddie324758, can I still get a handle of Lauren Boebert in the dark theater? Great. Trolling the interwebs, what about the violence on the internet and social media? That shit probably harms children way more than sex. Well, that is a whole other debate that we have to discuss, Trolling, because I really don't believe that children should be on the internet. I don't think that children under the age of 15 minimum, maybe even 16, should be on the internet. And if they're going to be on the internet, they should be under strict guidance, like in schools that have software that, detect if they're going to go into these unscrupulous websites. Because I think that the internet in general is bad for young people in every aspect, in every component, from social media to the communication, the ease of communication, the ease of being able to meet people, unscrupulous people, molestation-like people, people with bad intentions. And most young people are very naive, even more naive than your average everyday American person, which I know that's hard to believe, and they are susceptible to being manipulated into doing almost anything. And you read about these cases all the time in which some young girl or some young boy runs away only to be with somebody that was manipulating them behind the internet and to live with them and sexually exploit them. So, in my opinion, I just think that children have no business being on the internet. And look, I'm saying 16. I even think that's too young. All right, but I think that at 16 years old, I think that you are at an age where you have to know who you are at that point. And I think that by going on the internet and being exposed to some of this disgusting, despicable trash, it'll kind of guide you at that age on whether or not you are going to be some sick, degenerate troll person, or you're going to be somebody who looks at that and winces and just can't stand it and wants to move away from it. I mean, that's the way it is. All right. Vox Artificial's Ghost Bibles win. Never. Vox Artificial, I agree. I've been on the internet since I was 4, and I think I might have been better off if that wasn't the case. Yeah, you wouldn't be waxing your carrot to fucking young pre-teenage cartoon fucking Japanese imported girls, all right? That's number one, if you want my opinion. We've got Five Finger Prostate Punch. If you're not going to go do ghost plushies, I might take a nap. Whatever, go ahead. That's fine. I don't give a fuck, all right? Take a dirt nap. I don't give a shit. And Trolling the Interweb says, television is just as guilty. I agree that television is guilty, but Trolling, we actually had regulations on television. That's why we have the FCC. That's why you can't, say certain things on general television. Now that has all been integrated into streaming services, that's a whole other issue. But in my opinion, I think that what's happening here is that now that we're moving away from general FCC-regulated communication and going into streaming services, I think that this is what makes it more susceptible than your average cable television, which was regulated. They can't say the 7 dirty words. They can't show sexual activity. Many of these networks can be fined generously if they do happen to show something that's not under the code of the FCC conduct. So that's the difference. That's really the difference. But anyway, let's get back to what I was discussing. We're once again getting a bunch of donations, and I think I might have got one Buy Me a Coffee. So let me go ahead, and I think I got a couple of them. Put the PC shot on. We've got Matt Thad. We aren't a part of the Republican Party. We're only here for MAGA. Yeah, we kind of got that, dude. Once Trump leaves, we all leave with him. Okay, great. All right. I mean, the guy's kind of old. I mean, he's the old guy now. All right. The final chance to get right-leaning laws passed once Trump wins this election, us on the enemy right and the enemy Reich are trying to help you win. Scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours. After Trump, there'll be the dying boomer class left with you square Republicans. So here we go. All right? Here we go. And by the way, Vox Artificials, why not ban porn? I'm not against banning porn. That's what we did out here in Texas. You can't fucking get on Pornhub in Texas unless you pay. Now, you gotta put a credit card because that validates that you're over the age of 18. So you can't get porn for free out here in Texas. I mean, I'm telling you, Mad Thad is thinking that conservatism is dead. And what are we doing out here in Texas? Dude, we're actually implementing conservatism, boy. That's why I'm not selling myself out to goddamn Trump, who doesn't stand for anything conservative. Anything. You can't get on Pornhub, dude. I mean, Pornhub now, if any pornography site was able to be accessed in Texas, somebody in Texas can call the state and say, look, I can access this shit, and the state is going to take the goddamn site to court. So now you got to get a VPN or some shit, but hey, getting a VPN validates that you're a goddamn adult, or at least have enough intelligence to be able to do that. And Five Finger Prostate Punch, I'm working with one eye and I can read better than you. Go step your game up. You read worse than a Trump. Dude, I am multitasking, you fucking jerk off. I mean, that's what you people don't understand. I'm not just focusing on you and what your shithead fucking statement is. All right? There's like 5 chats in front of me right fucking now. All right? I've got a live stream going on. All right? I've got Buy Me a Coffee here. I've got to think about what the fuck I'm going to say next when it comes to the news and shit. Shut the fuck up. And Vox Artificials, Common Texas W. That's why I keep telling you. All right? That's why I keep telling you, out here in Texas, we're not out here messing around. And what's going on to Balls, dude? I haven't seen you in a minute, dude. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. The CIA said years ago they abandoned MKUltra because the media was much more powerful mind manipulation tool than anything that they came up with. Well, you can add social media on that one. You can add 4chan on that one. And that's where I met Balls. Balls came, he's one of the first guys that came from the B-Tard section of 4chan back in 2009, baby. I remember those days. Anyway, let me go ahead and get back to what I was discussing here. Let's talk about J.D. Vance, since we were talking about Trump. Take a look at this. J.D. Vance may be the worst politician I've ever seen. And, of course, this is an opinion piece, but I agree with this assessment. Being a successful politician requires more than just having, some homosexual lover billionaire that gives you everything. You have to actually sell whatever it is that you're conveying to the people. And if you ever watch this guy talk, he talks like some pompous ass that's, just describing anything that he believes in as if it's the best thing ever. And he's a very arrogant, pompous, very disingenuous nothing burger. I mean, there's parallels between how Barack Obama came up and how his unknown ascension into the presidency came about. But the thing about Obama, even though he had similar, we don't know really where he went to college. Nobody knows this guy. I mean, he went to Columbia University. Nobody knows this guy. A bunch of shit. There's, fucking Barack Obama isn't even his real name.
I'd buy that
his fucking name.
$1.
His name is Barry Soetoro, by the way. It's not even his fucking real name. A whole bunch of shit. All right, but at least, and I'll get to you in a minute, J7, at least Obama could read a teleprompter and made people believe what he said. I mean, he was the best bullshitter 101. And the thing about Obama is that he would convey himself, and of course, I'm not trying to say anything racial, but the fact that he was a minority and could articulate things in a very, at least, intellectual, optical capacity, that's what kept a lot of people intrigued by them. And that's why the Democrats, they want somebody similar. That's why they brought in Joe Biden in 2020. They want to go against what the Republicans are doing, which is trolling and memeing and, you know, all this fucking dumb bullshit. They want to go back to what Obama represented. And look, his policy sucked. I hated Obama. Dude, he was the worst for America. But in the end, after his tenure, we got through it and we moved on, and America is still prospering. But at the same time, when it comes to my party, which is the Republican Party, we've lost every value that we used to represent. And there is no difference. I challenge each and every one of you MAGA people. There is no difference between Trump and the Democrats at this point in time. You know, all you people that think that Trump is going to get rid of the LGBTQ once he's elected, that he's not going to do that. He can't do that. How is he going to do that? All right? He can't do it. Many of you anti-Semitic people think that Trump is going to somehow what? What is he going to do? Round up the Jewish people? He's already made it clear that he wants the Israelis to do whatever it is that they want to do. He's already embraced, Judaism wholeheartedly. I mean, he said during the debates with Joe Biden that Biden should allow Israel to go in and, quote, finish the job. And by the way, Viking Kyle, did you tweet it at me again? I know you, Rumble ranted it, but man, I mean, I'm getting fucking Rumble rants. People are chatting their asses off. So I may have missed it. So let me see if you got the Twitter on it. 2016 goes with kick the shit out. Oh, God, no!
I am fucking
No!
Come on, Bob!
Oh, Jesus.
Bob. I am ride or die with parents!
You fucking piece of shit,
Come
man.
on, Bob! I would follow parents into hell! I would follow parents into hell! Come on, Bob!
Dude, everybody was sniffed by Joe Biden.
Come on, Bob!
Dude, I was sniffed by Joe Biden, you dickhead. I'm Jewish. Israel's our greatest ally. USS Liberty, it was a fucking accident. You fucking piece
I
of
am ride
shit,
or
man.
die with parents! Come on, Bob!
Fuck you, man! Fuck you! Fuck it!
Fucking troll bastard!
You stupid fucking troll pieces of shit! I'm tired of your fucking splices! I'm tired of this shit! I'm tired of this shit! And fuck you too, five-finger prostate punch, alright? I hope the surgeon skull fucks you, you stupid fucking one-eyed willy fuck! Alright, dude, I think I'm about done. I want you trolls to go the fuck away, man. Just go away! Alright? We're in serious fucking times here, you stupid morons! And every day it's a fucking game with you people. Every goddamn day. Jesus fucking Christ. You know what? And let me tell you something, man, I'm getting so fucking pissed. I'm getting so fucking angry. You're getting the acid churning in my fucking stomach, and I'm already getting pissed, and I'm gonna probably belch and shit. Let me just calm down. All right, let me just take a couple breaths and let me calm down. All right. Vox Artificial says we love you, Dad. I'm not your fucking father. Don't call me your fucking dad. I'm not your fucking father. All right, I'm sorry, folks. All right, let me just calm down here. Let me take a smoke of tobacco. And hey, Viking Kyle, did you tweet it at me here? Because I haven't gotten it yet. All right, Viking Kyle, he actually tweeted earlier a video showing Trump converting to Judaism, which I had no idea that he did. You know what I mean? So, cheers to Viking Kyle if he hooks it up. Let me take a smoke here. Shut up in the chat rooms, man. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I'm sorry. I'm trying to continue on, folks. Can y'all just give me a little bit of a bit here, all right? And cheers to everybody out there who's listening to the broadcast. I know it is Monday, July 29, 2024. And, I was considering doing a ghost show this week. But look at how you fuckers are just, like, wiping your dirty, shitty feet on my show. That's what you're fucking doing. And Five Finger Prostate Punch showing some very autistic tendencies. I'm not autistic. Listen, I get it that you idiots fell for this autistic scam and shit, and you want everybody to, be like you and pretend to be like, hey, I'm autistic, I'm retarded, I'm not. See, look at this. Vox Artificials, did weed make you autistic? Look at this shit. I'm not a fucking tistic, all right? I'm not a fucking tistic. Give me a smoke. Just shut up. All you people in the chat room, just shut your fucking fat salmon sucking holes, all right? When you're fucking talking to me. Let me take a smoke here. That's it. Gotta hold it in, let it hit the brain, all right? All right. Anyway, let me get back to what I was discussing. Hey, Viking Kyle, I don't know why it's so difficult for you to fucking tweet it at me. There's no tweet. I'm not getting any fucking tweets. You know what I'm getting? I'm getting this bullshit. Look at this. I'm getting this bullshit. I'm getting this shit from Vox Artificial. Look at that shit. I'm getting this shit. Look, there's Mad Dad over here like, yeah, baby, fucking sin is in, baby. This is what I'm fucking getting here. Look at that. What the fuck is this shit? Who did this bullshit? I mean, this is what I'm fucking getting. And what the hell is this? My girlfriend is stupid. Dude, that's disgusting, dude. That's fucking horrible. All right? And here we are with this fucking pepper-offy shit. And Five Finger Prostate Punch, you're stimming. What the fuck does that mean, you fucking... What is this shit, Vox? What is your obsession with this shit? I don't know what the hell that's about. Hey, hold on. What the hell is this? What the hell? What the hell? Did we have more? We got more shit coming in or what? Oh, there it is right there. Thank you, Viking Kyle. All right. Now, this is it right here. All right. This is and this is courtesy of Viking Kyle. Trump secretly converting to Judaism years ago as a member of the most powerful Masonic lodge in the world, Chabad Lubavitch. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this, courtesy of Viking Kyle. It all comes clear that, when he said the other day, I'm not Christian, it kind of comes clear, doesn't it? Here, play it. Here it is.
President Donald Trump converted to Judaism 2 years ago and joined Chabad Lubavitch synagogue in New York City, according to a high-level White House official. Mr. Goldberg says the story has allegedly been held by CNN's editors for months, but is due to be released within the next few days. David Elias Goldberg, a fellow at the Jewish Center of Anti-Semitic Study, has also interviewed the White House source. According to the source, Trump was pushed by his daughter Ivanka and son-in-law Jared Kushner to join the faith. At first, Trump resisted, stating it would threaten his base of evangelical Christian voters. However, he had a change of heart and officially converted in early 2017. The ceremony was held in private and closely guarded for nearly 2 years. It appears the White House is prepared to slowly release this information, and by summer, it is expected Trump will fully address his new faith in an evening televised news conference. He is clearly the most pro-Israel president in the history of America. He's given Israel every single thing that they've wanted, and he's about to give them war with Iran. And so has he converted?
Look, the war in Iran is inevitable. All right, I'm going to talk. I was hoping to talk about that today. I don't know. This show has kind of gone free format, but Israel is going to take care of Iran for us, and I've been saying that for a long time, and it's about to happen.
I want to show you one more article. This is. Let me see if I can.
This is the Times of Israel.
Yeah, the Times of Israel. This was published March 22nd, 2019. This is the Times of Israel. Trump, the first Jewish president of the United States.
Now, that's not us saying that. That's Times of Israel. Times of what nation? Israel.
So the people in Israel, that's an English-speaking newspaper in Israel, and that's what they read that Donald Trump is the first Jewish president of the United States.
And how did they qualify that, Rick?
They gave a list of things that he did for Israel.
You know what?
Found your granny.
That dude,
Ghost.
that's great.
HTTPS
Hey, we're talking about serious shit here, Geno X 1987, you fucking Canadian bacon moose humping Canuck. All right? I know it doesn't affect your country, but it affects our country. So we're trying to look at something so that these magatards who are anti-Semitic pieces of shit recognize that Trump is not anti-Semitic. He is actually one of the most pro-Israel presidents that we have ever had. All right? So I'd like for each and every one of you anti-Semitic MAGA people to go and answer for this. Of course you cannot.
Moving the embassy
Of course
to
you cannot.
That was a big deal.
Then recognizing Israeli sovereignty over the Golan Heights. He's the first sitting U.S. president to visit the Western Wall. They gave him credit for defeating ISIS. They gave him credit for rebuking the United Nations when the UN criticized Israel. They credit him with closing the Palestinian office in Washington, D.C.
What does he sacrifice in there?
These things.
Be gone, don't care.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 things qualify Donald Trump to be named the first Jewish president of the United States.
Well, anyway, thank you, Viking Kyle, for that, because I'm sick and tired of these anti-Semitic scumbag MAGA people thinking that for whatever reason Trump is going to somehow, I don't know what they fucking think, but I mean, y'all have seen it right there. You people need to recognize that this man is not anti-Semitic. And look, I don't care if he is Jewish or not. I really don't care. I don't. His policies were horrible. His past sucks. I disagreed with everything he did on COVID, the vax, everything. He has yet to pull back on that. As a matter of fact, he pats himself on the back every fucking day when he can. He's not saying it anymore because he's running for president. And I'm just trying to let you know that this is not going. I mean, you know, you anti-Semitic people, I mean, Trump is not with you, all right? He is not with you, anti-Semitic pricks. And what does that mean? Oh, you see, he doesn't care if he's... I don't care if he's Jewish. All right, I don't care. I don't know. Listen, you know what I care about? I care about America, and I care about the policies that are going to affect America and sustain America as the superpower of the international community. That's what I care about. What is it, Vox?
Don't care. Still illegally crossing the border and voting Trump. My Pepoffy Patriots stand with Donald J. Trump,
Great.
America's rightful leader. Type P to force feed.
And you see, we got idiots like this that are trying to, you know, kind of trivialize this very important election. And, you know, trying to equate it with something that's imaginary, like their fucking enemy girlfriends and shit. And Eddie 324758, I don't know about this news, but they won't allow anti-Israel president in this country because it's ran by... Listen, you know who's been the most resistant to Israel as far as administrations are concerned in our modern history? Joe Biden. I mean, I know it's hard for you to comprehend that, but Joe Biden, during this whole Gaza situation, was thinking about holding back weapons from Israel, and fucking Benjamin Netanyahu almost had a fucking coronary. I mean, Kamala Harris didn't even show up to see Bibsy give that speech in front of Congress, for fuck's sake. I mean, what are you fucking talking about, man? I mean, they have shown that they are not going to do whatever the fuck Israel says. I mean, that's just the way it is. I don't understand why you people are, if that's such an issue, if like being less favorable to Israel is your big issue, then why are you hating on the Democrats? I mean, Kamala Harris, I think, is even going to be more stringent against Israel than Joe Biden. I mean, that isn't an issue for me. I don't care. I mean, I don't like how the Republicans, the only thing that they could all gather around and agree with in the House during this time that they've had a majority in House was an anti-First Amendment law prohibiting criticism of Israel. Okay? That is what I'm against. And yet, you idiots, you anti-Semitic MAGA idiots, never talk about that shit. You never talk about that. I'm against that shit. Everybody deserves criticism, including Israel. So I don't understand how you people can sit here, if that is such an issue, if you don't like Israel and that's such an issue with you, why the fuck are you hating on Biden and fucking Kamala here? They've been, in my opinion, one of the most stringent against Israel. And trolling the interwebs, ghost betray? What the hell does that mean? Trolling the interwebs? And Five Finger Prostate Punch, tell us again how the Jews don't run America. They don't! Do they have dominance in certain industries? Yes, of course they do. But there's a bunch of different groups that have dominance in industries. You know who has dominance in making entertainment right now? Black people. You want to know why you have so much black entertainment being shoved down our throats in every goddamn network out here? Tyler fucking Perry. Tyler fucking Perry, believe it or not, the big studios that run Hollywood didn't even bat an eye to Tyler Perry making these shitty independent movies with him dressing up as some old grandma, and this brother made himself $1 billion single-handedly by himself, specifically marketing to black entertainment. And when the fucking goddamn big studio saw this, they're like, wait a minute, this brother went over here and made billions of dollars by himself? He didn't even need our help? That's why now you have nothing but black entertainment. That's why things are being redone with black folks, because that's where the money's at, in entertainment. All right, I mean, everything that's coming out, black movies, there's the black, the Little Mermaid, there's a Black Wonder Years, they're bringing in a Black Exorcist. I saw the other day a Black Rosemary's Baby. I mean, the reason they're doing all this is because black people consume motherfucking entertainment. Okay, so now the blacks are in control of most of entertainment, believe it or not. I mean, you know, I know you people think it's the Jews, and yeah, maybe they had dominance in the entertainment business at one time. They don't dominate it anymore. And secondly, I'll give you this, that the Jews do run the pornographic industry. I'll give you that. Fantasy Man Levy, the guy who innovated internet porn, by the way, and if it wasn't for Fantasy Man Levy, we wouldn't have certain technologies on how to process credit cards online. All that shit was created because of the porn industry. Believe it or not, I'm not fucking joking. So I'll give you that. Do they have a certain impact in the garment industry? Yeah, Leslie Wexner. All right, this is the guy who created Victoria's Secret. Sure, but they don't control everything, dude. They don't control everything, and I'm tired of people saying it. All right, I'm tired of people saying it. They don't control everything. Do they have influence in certain shit? Yes, of course. But do they control America? No, they don't. You know who's supposed to be controlling America? We're supposed to be controlling America. But you want to know why it seems like we don't have control? Because the American people are out of control. The American people are out of control. Anyway, Duke Orville, Black Hitler next. Hey, they already did it, Duke. Hey, Duke Orville, they already did it. Remember when, which was a very bizarre, I think there's some sexual proclivities going on, but when Kanye West got with Nick Fuentes, and then all of a sudden Kanye West went all like anti-Semitic. I mean, the folks in MAGA, the anti-Semitic components of MAGA started putting memes of a black Hitler under the appearance of Kanye West. Y'all remember that? They started posting Kanye West as Black Hitler. Do y'all remember that shit? So they've already done that. They have already done that. Pookie from 713 APAC sponsored segment. Get the fuck out of here, all right? Anyway, put the PC shot on. I'm sorry, we have a lot. I appreciate everybody donating today. But unfortunately, it's kind of thrown this show into a free format edition. Texas anti-porn law is a clear First Amendment violation. No, it's not, because it falls under the obscenity laws, and it falls under contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Now, how we got away with this in Texas is that it's like trying to enter a bar or trying to enter an adult theater. You have to check IDs to make sure that the people that are going into these adult establishments are actually adults. There is no validation process to do that. That's why now, if you're in Texas and you try to access Pornhub, for instance, I'm not telling you to go there, they're now asking you for some kind of a monthly payment now so that it validates these people being over the age of 18. So that's how we got away with it, and that's why you have to validate how old you are in Texas in order to enter Pornhub or any pornographic website at this point. So it doesn't fall under a Second Amendment violation. It's obscenity laws. It's like 2 Live Crew. Remember 2 Live Crew? The government tried to take them for obscenity laws, and how they beat it is that they didn't let anybody into their concert that was under the age of 18. So anyway, I don't mean to go off keister, but that's how we got it. And to be honest, what else did you say? Look, I think it's admirable to keep kids away from that shit, but the government needs to keep the fuck out of regulating the internet content. What happens if they come for gun printing files next? Where are the parents, by the way? Well, JSEV, I've been advocating many a year that parents need to be held liable for their children's juvenile delinquency. Because, look, I don't know if y'all know, when kids under the age of 18, when they do even the most heinous, felonious acts, it's legitimately a slap on the wrist. All right? And if they even kill somebody, let's say a minor kills somebody, they're in, out here it's called TYC, Texas Youth Commission. They're out here in, that's the equivalent of, prison for teenagers. They're there until they're 18, and then they're released. They can kill somebody from ages 0 to 18 and be tried as a teenager and be let out at 18 years of age. So if you really want to, have the "where's the parent" meme be really taken seriously, I think that we need to go and start advocating a legislative law on a national basis holding parents responsible for their children's juvenile delinquency. Because only then, once parents are responsible, you're damn right they're going to put a point of emphasis on making sure their children aren't out past curfew, aren't doing drugs, aren't partaking in juvenile delinquent activity. All right? If they're going to be charged, like if their kid goes and commits vandalism, they got to pay or they got to go to jail. If their child goes and does something felonious, they got to pay. They got to go to jail. That's the only time that the parents can be truly responsible. Now, on the parent side, the parents have a valid beef in that they don't have enough time with their children. Meaning that the public education system takes so much of the child's life that the child is spending more of their youth with a public educator than they are with their parents. And under those contexts, you can't hold the parent responsible totally for the child's juvenile delinquency because the school is in charge of that child for most of that child's young life. So there's a balance that we have to talk about, but you see, we're not talking, we're in an election year, and we're not even talking about these issues. That is a very clear issue that everybody can get behind. We just have to crack out the nuances to the legislation. Because we certainly do not want juvenile delinquency. It's bad for the young people. It's bad for America because young people tend to do very crazy shit. I mean, out here in San Antonio, it's very violent out here in San Antonio. And, I mean, look, there's some immigrants that are driving drunk and doing shit like that. But in aggregate, the most violent crime out here in San Antonio are being done by second, third generation young people that are under the age of 18. That are shooting each other in the middle of the streets, killing each other. And you see, once that happens, even though the kid that's 16 years old that killed another kid that's 17 years old, even though that kid's going to be in TYC and let out at 18, it ruins that kid's life. It ruins his mentality. It ruins his mentality, and it ruins the community in which he partook in that felonious act. So I'm sorry I go off on this soliloquy about this, but I mean, I really do believe if we want to put parents in charge of what their children do, you got to give them more time with their children. You know, and then you've got to pass legislation that makes them responsible for their children's bad behavior, felonious or misdemeanor behavior. Anyway, sorry for that soliloquy, but I'm very adamant about this. I mean, you can ask me about almost any issue. I am very adamant about what I believe in, and I think that parents should be held responsible. They're just, I mean, there's reasons why they're not held responsible. School, the educators spend more time with them and their family, and there's laws that, you know, just don't go that direction. They charge the juvenile. Anyway, Vox Artificials, did someone on X took over your $100,000 APAC? I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean, dude. I'm not being paid by nobody. I'm a man of the people. Trolling the interwebs, forcing people to pay for porn is racist. It discriminates underserved communities. That's a good point, but at the same time, it's not a public or generally public thing to go in and out of. You know, it's a regulated industry. You know, like, not everybody can get alcohol. You got to, you know, be a certain age. Not everybody can go get recreational marijuana. It falls under that line there, trolling the interwebs. We've got Quaker Ghost. Exactly. Fruits come from the seed, and the seed yields bad fruit. Children learn from their parents and are a stark reflection. Case in point, my kids watch Doku Doku Magic Anime Girl because I do. Great. That's great. Thank you. I hope there's a federal authority watching over you. Let's just put it that way. Who else we got? We got Urinator. Can you elaborate on the race of these juveniles? Any race. Okay, you're talking about the juveniles in San Antonio? Dude, they're all races. But because San Antonio is predominantly Hispanics, they're mostly Hispanics, all right? Vox Artificials, to get mentions in Sega Girls, no. All right, how about no? All right. Anyway, as I was stating, I didn't mean to go off on that soliloquy, but I just thought I would get that off my chest, all right? Mad Thad, nobody said they want Trump to get rid of gay people. Down low brothers such as myself feast on what? The BNWO femboys and trans chicks. Oh, my God. I'm not even lying. The trans chicks literally fall all over me because of the BBC propaganda online. Are y'all hearing this? Are y'all fucking hearing this? Trump is our leader against the woke. As long as our leader is in charge, we feel like we are winning. So here we go. All right? There we go. Thank you, Mad Thad, for putting everything into perspective there. All right? I think everybody understands this. And we've got Haywood. Tell that 17-year-old kid in Nebraska being tried as an adult for 2 felonies for derailing a train. Well, that's a whole other story, Haywood. You see, when a prosecutor tries to try a minor as an adult, they have to have not only evidence that the juvenile actually committed the felonious act, they have to prove that the juvenile understood right from wrong. They have to prove that the juvenile knew voluntarily what they were doing. And when you start going down that road, in my opinion, as a prosecutor, I mean, all of a sudden you start getting these fucking assholes that are trying to make names for themselves, these attorneys that try to fight that technicality, which makes the prosecutor's fucking job even that much harder. So, but at the same time, how I understand this case is that this idiot videotaped himself, and the videotape can pretty much validate that this idiot knew right from wrong. So I understand that case, but I'm telling you, that's just how it is, all right? Anime extremists, who are some of your favorite modern-day porn stars? What the fuck? Also, what is your favorite category of porn? Mine is cream pie. Dude, I'm not answering that, all right? This is not a pornographic show, all right? This is not the Ghost Show, for fuck's sake. Anyway, I'm sorry. This show has kind of gotten away from me here. I kind of wanted to discuss a whole bunch of issues, but unfortunately, you know, we got all these fucking ass cracks that are out here, you know. I don't know, some people were asking legitimate questions, other people were being trolls, but cheers to the folks that were asking legitimate questions. I will be more than happy to answer anybody's question in extensive detail because I know politics. I know these fucking trolls, they get on my nerves. I fucking scream and do all that shit, but I know my shit when it comes to politics, all right, man? Anyway, we left off before we got on that soliloquy discussing what were people asking on donations. Once again, J.D. Vance, the worst politician I've ever seen. And I just don't understand why Trump chose this guy. I mean, everybody knows it. Look at this one. From a rising star to potential liability, how J.D. Vance's fortunes have turned. He's a nothing burger. I think that this should piss off young people specifically. Because if you look at this guy's background, he hasn't done anything. And if you take a look at his business background, everything has been funded by Peter Thiel. And Peter Thiel is an open homosexual. And we all know his story that J.D. Vance went to talk to Peter Thiel after a lecture at Yale when J.D. Vance was a student, and they've been, quote, friends ever since. So, I don't know, you got to explain that on your own. Let me tell you, I don't care how rich I am, I ain't giving nobody millions of dollars, all right? I ain't giving nobody millions of dollars, I guess, unless, you're doing something that no one else would, I don't know. Doing something with couches or something. I don't know. Anyway, trolling the interwebs. If we aren't getting porn, what the fuck am I paying all this money for? You're not getting. No, we're not porn. We're not promoting porn here. All right. We're not promoting porn here. Anyway, and cheers to the TCR member chat. They're actually appreciating the free format show. Hey, thank you guys. As long as you guys are okay with it, man, because we kind of went off keister. But we are going and discussing a bunch of different topics. So I do appreciate the folks that are out there donating and asking questions and getting me, into some soliloquies that I think people appreciate, man. So cheers to all of you, all right? Now, we all know that J.D. Vance is married to an Indian woman that he met in Yale. As a matter of fact, he is very close to the Indian community for some reason. That's why Vivek Ramaswamy is a part of all this as well. Take a look at this. Usha Vance told friends Trump appalled her. Now she's working to get him elected. I mean, this is really just unscrupulous, disgusting shit that Democrats used to do. This is the kind of shit Democrats used to do, and now we're doing it. Once upon a time, we used to be vehement and adamant about this, and then miraculously, we're doing a 180. We're doing a 180 over here. And look, I'm not against anybody evolving their stances over time. But you have to give an explanation, a detailed explanation, on why is it that you went from this to this. Like, once upon a time, I was actually anti-immigration. Like, I think that, we should just close the borders. We shouldn't let anybody in. We should protect Americans and shit. I was all for that until we started doing it in practice on a state level. And one of the first states that did this was Alabama. Sweet home Alabama. They did this in 2011, I believe. They tried to eliminate any foreign workers that were working in Alabama. They tried to make it illegal. They tried to enforce illegals, from being repelled from the state. And it devastated the agricultural business in Alabama. Look it up. You can find those stories right now on YouTube. Look up Alabama Anti-Immigrant Bill 2011, and you'll find a plethora of different news reports going to farmers, and the farmers are saying, well, we try to get these American guys out here working at about $12 an hour, which is, more than double what we used to pay the Mexican boys, and we can't even keep them after lunch. And if we get somebody that works the whole day, they don't come back tomorrow. And it devastated the agrarian industry to the point where they had to reverse it. I mean, they had to reverse that anti-immigration law. So that right there wasn't the complete turning point for me, but that kind of, opened my eyes and said, well, shit. I mean, if no Americans are going to go and work those jobs, I mean, then what the fuck are we going to do? But I wasn't, I didn't change my anti-immigration stance at that point. It's when the San Antonio, when I moved here, I've lived here a few times. When I moved here again, I think it was back in 2018, when I moved over here again, I started seeing the sanctuary city component of this city. And you see, this city, when they have this sanctuary city idea, they have it already integrated in a system that has already been done municipally. We have a municipal system that was created back in the 90s that helped homeless people. And back in the 90s, I think I've said this many a time, liberals actually cared about helping fucking people. You know, they actually care about helping people. And back then, because the San Antonio collects a humongous amount of tax in tourism, they're able to allocate all this money and be able to create these like local programs. And one of the local programs was creating an avenue for homeless people to get off the street, get cleaned up, get a haircut, get some Salvation Army or donated clothes and put them and integrate them into the workforce. And you see, because we implemented that in the 90s, we don't really have a serious homeless problem in this city. We don't have a serious homeless problem. And by the way, we integrated in our city law that there was going to be no camping of these fucking idiot homeless people in the streets. So once they start erecting tents, the SAPD goes and tears that shit down. All right? So homeless people, they don't bypass San Antonio because if they get help here, they're going to be forced to go back to work. So we don't have a homeless problem, but once we started bringing in these immigrants, because these people are pretty liberal around here, that San Antonio became a sanctuary city, they integrated this system for homeless people with immigrants. And let me tell you, they are fast-tracking these immigrants with this system of taking them, that they come with nothing. You know, they're staying at this immigrant center that's off San Pedro Road out here. They take them, they clean them up, they put some clothes on them, and they put them right into the workforce. And let me tell you something. I interface with these people every day. They're the ones that are working the fast food joints. They're the ones that are working these jobs that nobody wants. They're the ones that are out here doing the hard labor. They're the ones that are doing the gig economy. You know that I heard the other day, Lyft, the CEO of Lyft, said that 40% of Lyft drivers nationwide, 40% of nationwide Lyft drivers don't speak English. 40 fucking percent of Lyft drivers do not speak English. So this goes to show you that these people that are coming across the border, they're not what many people on the right are saying, taking advantage of our entitlement system. They're out here working their fucking asses off and trying to get an opportunity for themselves, their families, and I just don't see what's wrong with that. Now that I interface with these people, and every time that I'm serviced by these people, they're with a smile on their face. You know, and when I talk to them, they're interpersonal. When I asked, hey, you know, where'd you come from, you know, and what happened, they are more than willing to explain their situation and why they were persecuted out of where they lived in order to come here for an opportunity. And after they describe their story, 95% of them say, I'm glad to be here. I'm lucky to be here. I love America. I'm glad to be here. This is the best place I've ever been. And I'm not joking. This isn't propaganda. I'm speaking from personal experience, and that's why I'm explaining to you why my stance on immigration changed. Now, do I agree that we need open borders? Fuck no. But we need some type of immigration reform that no party, at least the Democrats tried to initiate some kind of border legislation, but it was completely rejected. But none of these parties are doing anything to reform immigration because we need immigration reform. I think that people need to come in here, but they need to be vetted. And they need to come in here legally. And we need to identify these people. We need to paperwork on these people. We need to fucking fingerprint these people. We need to test these people to make sure that they even like this country. They even know what this country's about. We need to make sure that these people, once they come into this country, they need to recognize that there's a separation between church and state.
I'd buy that for $1.
There's a separation between church and state. All right, and you can't go and pray 5 times a day in the general public or in public funded arenas. We're not going to accept that. English, I believe, should be the first language, and that's what everybody should speak. And as a matter of fact, if we're going to be putting any kind of money in education in any capacity, it should be to teach people proper English. All right, because that's what I believe. I mean, I know you idiots are saying, oh, yeah, you're fucking pro-immigrant. I believe that these immigrants need to fucking oblige our laws. They need to oblige the Constitution. They need to know English, and they need to work. All right, give me a fucking break. It's that fucking simple. Anyway, I didn't mean to go off on this soliloquy, but we are talking about J.D.
So why do you call me a piece of shit immigrant when you're here putting them on a pedestal? Fatler.
I'm not fucking putting them on a pedestal. I'm saying that they're workers. All right, they're doing the jobs. I know this is a proverbial, rhetorical statement, but they're doing jobs that real American people don't want to do. They think American people think that they're above certain pay grades. American people think that they're above certain occupations. All right, for whatever reason, even though they have no experience in anything, even though they have nothing, they have no kind of job experience, they have no trade, nothing. Anyway, Urinator, what's your opinion on Rocco Reed? I don't even know who that idiot is. President J, serious question, tits or ass? Well, how about tits and ass? I don't understand anyway. Vox Artificial, serious question. What's your honest opinion about Peppa Offie? I already said that I don't fucking like Dr. Pepper, all right? It's a mix of half and half Coca-Cola and root beer. If you don't believe me, try it yourself. Oh, jeez. Rachel Maddow!
Just happened to tune in. Your talking points would fit in well on my channel. Would you like to come with me on MSNBC?
Yeah, fuck you. All right, fuck off, you pieces of shit. Camaro RS09. Okay, this is probably going to be my last dono since I'm low on money. Well, hey, don't dono, man. Just chill with us, dude. I know you tweet at me. I appreciate it. You don't have to dono, man. If you do, I appreciate it. Either way, I appreciate you being here and being an active person in the chats and shit, all right? But anyway, but I'm surprised, the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. Only songs I've listened to from them was Ceilings and Date with the Night. Look, Camaro RS09, that's why a lot of people, well, some people, not every one of them, like The Ghost Show because it is a hodgepodge of different musical genres, and I like music. I've got an eclectic view on music.
So by calling me a piece of shit immigrants, you are in fact complimenting me and my work ethics?
Yes.
Thank you for the kind words. I'll penetrate you after Urinator has his way with you.
That's great. Yeah. That's another thing. Most immigrants coming from South America, they're not too crazy about gay people, and they're not too crazy about black people. I don't know why that is either. So, I mean, take that what you will. But anyway, I have an eclectic musical taste there, Camaro, and cheers to you. And look, don't worry about it. I know you're low on cash. First of the month's coming out. I appreciate it either way. Cheers to you, man. All right, just keep listening. All right, cheers, man. Pookie from 713. When are you going to talk about what's happening in Venezuela? Well, I would like to, but look at what's happening here, man. I mean, it's become a free format show. I'll get to it in a minute. Hold on. Vox Artificials. A ghost is becoming Democrat lore. Vox Artificials, when are you going to do an ASMR mukbang stream when you eat 40 pounds of chicken wings? I'm never going to do that. And it's 40 wings, not 40 pounds of chicken wings. Urinator, I thought I was listening to TCR, not Keith Olbermann. Keith Olbermann, are you fucking kidding me? Quaker Ghost, you don't even pay illegal immigrants minimum wage. Yeah, because they're illegal. All right, so what gives? You give them Mexican colas and no benefits. I think that changed your stance on immigration. Well, listen, no, that's not true. Their work ethic did. Their work ethic and their appreciation did. All right, not the fact that let me give you. I'm not joking around. I was going to pay some schmuck, like him individually, and then whoever he hired, $30-something an hour. He wanted, right? He wanted like $35 an hour. And I was like, what the fuck? I mean, I just want you to come over here and fucking, I wanted like a full-time guy that came, and did like all the flower work and all this bullshit that, to make a good curb appeal on your house and, backyard and all this shit. $40, like close to 40. It's like $35 an hour. And then I would have to pay, whoever his helpers, like $15 an hour. And then I said, all right, American, I'll go ahead and pay him. And then after that, after I agreed that, okay, I'll do it, this idiot had the audacity to try to get me to sign some fucking work contract or something in which I'm supposed to label verbatim what exactly he's supposed to do to my fucking lawn. And I looked at him and I said, why the fuck am I paying you $35 an hour, you fucking piece of shit? All right, you're supposed to know. I'm hiring you because you're supposed to know this shit. I mean, what? I'm supposed to detail every fucking thing, for Christ's sake, and things that aren't labeled in that description, you're not going to do them? I'm not a goddamn fucking gardener. I'm not a goddamn lawn expert, you fucking piece of crap. And this fucking idiot had the audacity to say that, and I told him, fuck you, I'm not hiring you, I'm hiring immigrants. And the amount I'm paying him per hour, all right, I could pay 3 immigrants per day, all right, that come in for a couple hours a day and make sure everything's all good, make sure to water everything, make sure to fucking, trim shit, make sure everything's all good. And they, every time they come over, they're appreciative. I mean, I give them tips, because, they're working for pretty low wages, I give them they like Coca-Colas and, shit like that. I mean, they love that shit. And they're appreciative. And guess what? They come by every time they know that, I need them for work. And they come by and they're happy to do it. And they do it fast. As long as it looks good, I don't give a shit how long it is. If you do it fast, Jesus Christ.
Send him dildos, booze@me.com.
That's enough, all right? That's enough. All right, folks. Look, I'm sorry. We've been on here for 2.5 hours, and I've been completely, thrown off. I got a whole bunch of shit to talk about out here. So, look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to run through the international stuff very fast. All right? Now, let's talk a little bit about Russia really fast here. Now, Putin is now warning of a Cold War-style missile crisis now because, I don't know, he thinks that by building weapons and building nuclear weapons is going to somehow make us a little afraid. Brother, that's what we want you to do. All right? We want you to go out and blow all your goddamn resources on rearming yourself because that's what bankrupted the USSR the first time. All right? Trying to keep up with America. Trying to build more nuclear weapons because that shit costs a lot of money to, manufacture and build and research and development all these weapons. So this is exactly what we want. Thanks a lot, Putin, you fucking idiot. And Vox Artificials, the Ghost Show, is great for discovering new music. It is. Thank you there, Vox Artificials. I mean, usually a trolley bastard. Enemy Extremist said, I would unironically vote Vox into public office. I also bought more plushies from a bunch of VTubers. That's great. Go fucking whack off to him, you fucking Woody Allen butt-loving pedophile. Anyway, as I was stating, this is exactly what we want there, Putin. We want you to build nuclear weapons. We want you to exhaust your resources. So just as you did in the USSR, you just economically collapse. So he's falling right into the trap. So, that's not a threat, Putin. All right? That's not a threat. As a matter of fact, he gave us another threat because the United States is going to actually deploy nuclear-tipped missiles in Germany. And Putin ain't liking that very much. So he's threatening a response, quote unquote, if U.S. deploys missiles in Germany. So once again, Putin trying to rile up, the rhetoric, even though he's in a quagmire in Ukraine.
You were talking the other day about student loan debt. If people were smart, they'd do what I did and become a public school teacher. Under public service loan forgiveness, your loans are forgiven after 10 years worth of payments.
Well, that's one way of doing it. And unfortunately, Elaine Bettis, I don't know what public school that you're teaching at. I don't want you to tell me. But public school is a fucking madhouse now, all right? Kids are stabbing each other in public schools. There was a TikTok trend that I saw a couple of years ago where they were destroying school bathrooms and posting it on TikTok. I'm sure these kids are fucked up in the head. You have to deal with a lot of shit, in my opinion, to be a public teacher. And that's why you've got nothing but ex-club whores that are now becoming public teachers. And that's why every fucking week, sometimes it's 3 or 4 times a week, it depends, I guess, on the moon schedule, but you have these old club whores that are now molesting male students en masse, which I think is a fucking problem. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a pretty tough one.
Hey, Ghost. Still catching up on the news. Did you see Putin warning of a Cold War missile crisis?
Shut up, urinator, you fucking idiot. I just said that shit. I think that what we should do, in my opinion, I think that we should have loan forgiveness for anyone that joins the military, since the military is having a hard time recruiting right now. I think that anybody who has any kind of debt I mean, it doesn't matter how much it is. So long as you enlist as an officer, it's wiped off clean. And there's no taking back either, because there was a program during Obama, I believe, in which he had, some kind of a signing bonus or something that many people used for college. And then some years later, many of the troops that took advantage of that got notices from the government to pay it back. So that's the kind of, shit Obama was doing with the goddamn military. But as I was stating, I mean, we got to do something because we are in a very big crisis with student debt, and I certainly don't believe they should be bailed out. But I do believe that they have to put something on the line for it in order to be wiped out. I think military service is one thing. I know that Elaine Bennis talked about public education, but that's a real tough deal. I think public service in general, is another deal. So I think there's compromises, in my opinion, when it comes to student debt. But to outright wipe out student debt, that's no fucking way. Anyway, once again, Putin threatens a response if U.S. deploys missiles in Germany. And one of the responses was, I think, was him trying to kind of tit for tat potential NATO countries here. We talked about it last week that they had a drone. I'm talking a Russian drone shot down and causing some damage in Romania. And now you've got Finland saying that a Russian ship sailed into its waters with a territorial breach. So, you got Russia trying to flex nuts here, but not actually doing anything. And I think that it's just biding its time. And Putin is good at doing this. He's good at riling up the international media. Because in my opinion, it's the international media that puts him on a pedestal domestically. I mean, they may hate, I'm talking to the Russian people, they may hate what he's doing domestically, but because he's making Mother Russia look like some strong nation state on an international level, and he's got all these damn international media praising him as some, badass, that's why, in my opinion, the Russians allow such despot activity when it comes to their leadership. Same thing with Stalin. All right, Khrushchev, remember he backed down on the Russian missile crisis, and the Russian government apparatus removed him. So the Russians don't like looking like shit, and this guy Putin knows it. All right. Now, aside from sending a warship over there in the coast of Finland, we have another ship coming to Cuba of Russia. Take a look at this. In a show of growing ties, Russian warships make their visit to Cuban waters. I am not very concerned about this because, first of all, most of their fleet has been demolished in this war effort with Ukraine. And secondly, they seem to be only taking these weird old battleships that are trailed by two tugboats, suggesting that they don't really trust the integrity of the ship itself. And I mean, have y'all seen this? Look, take a look at this. Let's play this shit.
As Russia faces more international pressure over its war in Ukraine, Moscow is now making a show of force by carrying out military drills in the Atlantic. Russian defense officials say their warships conducting exercises while en route to...
Look at this fucking, he's got two tugboats and shit. And look at this. That's supposed to be a battleship? That's supposed to be a fucking battleship? Give me a break. It's the same kind of fucking shitty little boat that was there, was it a couple of months ago in Cuba? All right? If this is a show of force, then give me a fucking break.
Cuba for an official visit.
Give me a break.
NBC News reporter Ed Augustin is live in Havana for me today. So, Ed, are there any nuclear weapons on board these warships? And what more can you tell us about these specific drills?
No, they're not.
Hold on.
What?
You don't enlist as an office, dumbass. People can commission as officers. That's why there's a separate ranks for both enlisted and officers. I wouldn't expect a draft-dodging boomer like you to know.
You have to understand, these are educated people, you idiot, all right? And they are in desperate need of getting rid of their fucking student debt. All right, Jesus Christ. All right, never mind. Just forget it. All right, yes, yay, spaghetti, all right? All right, Jesus Christ. But anyway, I'm not really worried about these warships, all right? I'm really not worried about these warships at all. Because I think Russia has nothing. They have absolutely nothing going on. I mean, as a matter of fact, what did I tell you about the area of Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger? What did I tell you about that? I told you that there was going to be holy hell. There's going to be absolute holy hell in this area because Niger decided to ask the United States to leave their country. Take a look at this. Wagner leader appeals to Putin after Mali ambush by Al-Qaeda leaves 80 dead. Huh? Oh, the prognosticator strikes again. All right. Didn't I say that there was going to be a unholy jihadist hell out in this region? Well, now it has taken out most of the Wagner outfit that is now under the control of Putin and has eliminated their influence. Now, why is this important? Because that is what's protecting the Mali government. That is what's protecting Niger, and that's what's protecting Burkina Faso. So remember, I think there's going to be a major destabilization here because this is what Russia is trying to control. They're trying to make money off of protecting these juntas that are in power in this region. So that's why we're sending in Al-Qaeda to go in and fuck shit up. And I told you, didn't I? I told you so, baby. I told you. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. All right, let's talk a little bit about somebody that I guess Vladimir Putin recruited in hopes of helping him in this Ukraine effort. And I'm talking about North Korea. Now, North Korea should have known that once it entered this arena of the conflict of Ukraine and Russia, it had to have known that the United States black operatives were going to use some of their, I don't know, maybe weather technology or some shit to make this stupid fat little piece of shit suffer. Have y'all seen this? Take a look at this. 5,000 rescued from flooding in North Korea, state media says. That's right. All of a sudden, Hermit Kingdom is afflicted with one of the most historic floods that it has ever seen. And Kim Jong-un has publicly called a state of emergency and is now asking for other countries' help in order to save his population. So all of a sudden, you got fat little Kim here. Let's go ahead and play this. All right, this is, where is this? This is the AP. Play this. Look at this. There's little Kim stuck in the fucking floodwaters trying to show that he cares and that he's, observing what the hell's going on. So there you go. And by the way, you look at little Kim there. He doesn't look in good shape. You notice this?
I'd buy that.
Little Kim doesn't look. Ghost drives a little tight, cozy coupe. Shut up, asshole. I mean, do you see little Kim here? He doesn't look in great shape. All right, and I just want you to focus on that. Not looking too good. And this is the guy that Russia tapped in hopes of helping Russia try to defeat Ukraine here. And here they are trying to save as many North Koreans as possible. There's Kim Jong-un trying to show that he's on the ground and he's saying, hi to people. Because this is a big deal. I mean, he's got to show that he's caring for his people because if he doesn't, look at this flooding. This is unbelievable. Look at this flooding.
I'd buy that for $1.
Hermit Kingdom? What the fuck does that mean, Hermit Kingdom? Look at this shit. I mean, it is historical flooding. Absolutely historical flooding. Now, why did I say to observe that Kim Jong-un is not looking too well? Well, according to the intelligence of South Korea, he might be on a very, very downward spiral health-wise, and that's basically what has been surmised from little Kim. Now, given the fact that he may be on, dire straits when it comes to his health, I'm not saying that he's dying, but it's not looking good. I mean, he has had diabetes, allegedly, since his early 20s. We have seen him limping from time to time, which suggests he either has gout or possibly ulcerated leg or foot or something in order, that's why he's limping around. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that his health doesn't look good, and that's why this fat little kid here, you see this little fat little girl here? That is his daughter, who I believe is 13 years old at this point. And he is actually grooming her in order to take over North Korea. And I think that this is not going to go over very well with the military apparatus, which is really where the power is in North Korea.
Buy that for $1.
Ghost equals Alibaba Alex you son of a bitch. You know, I'm over here trying to give you guys CIA levels of assessment here. All right, give me a break. Anyway, as I was stating, I don't think this is going to go over very well with the military, which gives the power to North Korea and the Kims. Secondly, there's a sister here. Remember that little sister of Kim? Do you think that she's going to allow this little fat brat to come in and what? She's going to take over when she's in her teens or in her 20s? Absolutely not. I think there's going to be a bad power struggle, all right? After Kim Jong-un is going
buy that for $1.
Shut the fuck up! Ghost equals Walmart review, bro. Listen, shut the fuck up! Jesus Christ, man! Look, I don't know how much longer I can do this. All right, I'm not joking around. I don't know how much longer I can do this. I'm over here. It's bad enough that my show took a fucking turn into the fucking free format or whatever the hell you want to call this thing. And now I have people continuously fucking text-to-speech and dumb shit like I'm the fucking review raw Walmart version or some shit. And what is this? Quaker Ghost. Remember that time Shadman made art of Kim Jong-un's sister? That was pretty sweet. Are you talking about somebody in reference to the Mr. Beast bullshit or some shit? Come on, man. All right, folks, I'm sorry. I gotta take a smoke here. I'm trying. Look, I'm already 2 hours and 45 minutes into this broadcast, and I haven't even gotten done with the international stuff, man. Now, granted, some of the donos that came in were actual questions in which I went into explicit detail. MSN.com levels of a... Whoever the fuck's donating this, I hope you get cancer of the cock, you piece of shit. All right, I'm not even fucking joking around. I hope you get cancer of the fucking cock. I mean, whoever's donating that, I guarantee they question their sexuality every time they take a big shit. All right? I can just tell. I can just tell. Give me a smoke, for Christ's sake. That's it. Gotta hold it in when it hit the brain. I'm sorry. All right, anyway. Fat Kim doesn't look like he's doing very well in his health. That's why he's had this fat little girl of his. Here in the most recent, at least 4 or 5 times of him putting himself in propaganda. So let's see what the hell happens with old little Kim. But that's supposed to be the ally.
Buy that for $1.
You fucking piece of shit! Why don't you stop donating me stupid fucking shit? All right? You're wasting my fucking time! God damn it, man! I mean, can y'all fucking piss off? Listen, I appreciated when you guys donated and you were asking questions and I was going into explicit detail about shit that I wanted to talk about. And speaking of which, Haywood donated to buy me a coffee. He said, no, the homeless people in San Antonio around the Riverwalk are yelling at the sky and asking me for a cigarette. There's a ton of them jackasses downtown. Saw a few of them sleeping on the damn sidewalk.
Buy that for $1.
Yeah, that's temporary, dude. SAPD clubs their asses out of there, all right? They billy club their asses out of there. What the hell you're talking about? And hold on, Frank Castle said, here's J.D. Vance in a hammer and sickle shirt. What the fuck? I mean, doesn't it all come clear? Is this for real? Hold on, I gotta see if this is for real. Is this for real? Take a look at this. Put the PC shot on. Oh. Now look, I don't know if this is real. I don't know if this is a validated. We're living in the day and age of AI, but I am not surprised. I am not surprised given how much of a Russian simp him and Trump are. I'm not surprised.
Bitch.
Bitch? Fucking President J. I've got your bitch! Fucking asshole. Anyway, it all comes clear now, doesn't it? It all comes clear now. And look, Han Swan is saying it was supposed to be a costume party.
I'd buy that for $1.
A shirt? Ghost is a Dixie Democrat. Fucking you wish I could Dixie your mom, you stupid, dumb, fucking single mother larva.
I'd buy that for $1.
Patiently waiting for the news. I am giving the fucking news, all right? Why don't you put down the gaming controller? Why don't you stop obsessing over pre-teenage imported Japanese girls?
I'd buy that for $1.
Have you ever tasted your own nut?
Oh, good God, you sick son of a bitch. I mean, that's the AIDS infecting your brain talking there, fucking urinator. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, look, everybody just cut the shit. All right? Frank Castle just showing us here this link of J.D. Vance with a hammer and sickle shirt, which is the symbol of the USSR. And it all comes clear now, doesn't it, why this guy is such a Russian simp. Why Trump is such a Russian simp. I mean, fucking shit. Unbelievable. Good God. But look at all these people in here. MAGA, MAGA. You all have been co-opted by the Russian intelligence. You know that? You people are working for Russia, and you people don't even know it. Unbelievable, man. Yuri Bezmenov was right. Look up Yuri Bezmenov, and he's describing what each and every one of these magatards that are in here flapping their fat sausages of fingers on the keyboard talking. That's what describes it to a T. All right, describes it to a T. Give me a fucking smoke, all right? Sorry, I'm smoking here. I'm sorry. I'm smoking tobacco. All right. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, there's J.D. Vance allegedly in some hammer and sickle shirt. It all comes clear why he's a Russian simp now, all right? Jesus Christ, that's horrible. Anyway, let's make a transition, no pun intended, from Russia to China here.
I'd buy that for $1.
Ghost equals Nacho Man Randy Fatass? Oh, you motherfucker, dude. Dude, I'm tired of this fucking show, man. All right? I'm tired of this crap. I mean, I deserve more respect than this, man. I mean, what the fuck? Jesus fucking Christ, man. Look, I've already been on here for almost 3 hours.
I'd buy that
Baked Alaska?
I just want to feel Jag's cock twitch inside my throat as he releases his hot sticky cum.
The bullshit, dude. You're a sick asshole.
I'd buy that.
Go simp for fucking Putin in 2000. Prove it, you fucking idiot! I've hated the Russians ever since I started this broadcast. All right? I've never trusted the fucking Ruskies, and anybody who's been fucking listening to me over the past fucking almost 18 years knows it. Go fuck yourself, man. If you're fucking trying to impose that fucking lie on me, fuck you. That's a lie. That's a fucking lie. Fucking piece of shit. Look, I'm gonna get out of here. If y'all are gonna infringe and spread libelous, slanderous lies about my positions, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, you fucking piece of shit. And what's going on to Balls, man? Let's see what Balls had to say here. Put the PC shot on. J.D. Vance's ugly-ass wife was a registered Democrat up until 2014. I mean, didn't I say, Balls, and to everybody else, that this RNC that we just witnessed reminded me a lot of the 2008 Democrat convention? Didn't I say that? And I'm glad that you're catching these correlations. I mean, I'm glad that you are, because most MAGA people aren't. All right? And I mean, it's just fucking unbelievable how they're turning, like they're putting blinders on their periphery. Peripheral vision, I meant to say. I mean, let me just get to China here, all right? Anyway, there's supposed to be a, kind of a peace conference or, something to discuss in Taiwan about the Beijing situation, about the aggression of China. And actually, now it's come out.
I'd buy that for $1.
Peppy offy patriots for Putin. Shut up. Anyway, lawmakers from 6 countries say that Beijing is pressuring them not to attend conference in Taiwan. So now you got Beijing trying to pressure other countries not to go to a conference. Jesus Christ! True Putin simp radio. Listen, you can troll me, you can do whatever the fuck you want, I get it, but do not fucking make false accusations, slanderous lies about my positions. All right? I articulate my positions very well on the True Capitalist Radio Show, and if you people are going to sit here and try to...
I'd buy that for $1.
Ghost loves Israel. Ghost sends all his donos to Israel. Ghost kisses the wall in Israel. Then he kisses Netanyahu goodnight and gets read Brer Rabbit stories.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Huh? The Meganism Center? What is that supposed... Oh, shit, here's an audio file, folks. For fuck's sake, man! Come on! Come on! No! No! What the fuck? No! What the fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ. No, skip that shit! Skip it now! Skip that racist shit! Dude, what the fuck, man? Alright, I'm trying to get to the fucking news here, man. There's been a fucked up fucking shitbird show! And you goddamn motherfuckers want me to do a ghost show? Are you fucking kidding me? By God, you have ruined this. You have ruined this fucking show. You all have ruined this show. Anyway, lawmakers from 6 countries say that Beijing is pressuring them not to attend a conference in Taiwan. That's how desperate Beijing is getting because, I mean, their fucking economy is crippled. It's over. And everybody knows it. Take a look at this. Out of the wire, China's contradictions remain unsolved. The CCP's latest third plenum meeting, which is that economic meeting, failed to deliver a coherent economic blueprint for the country. So it looks like they're staying the course with this ridiculous economic policy by Xi Jinping, which is nothing more than some makeshift ripoff of Mao Zedong bullshit. And that's what they're doing. All right, that's what they're doing. Listen to me. Everybody out there that's talking garbage in the chat rooms, shut the fuck up, all right? Y'all are going to make me fucking leave. I'm not done with the news yet. All right, y'all are pissing me off. It's almost 3 fucking hours and I've been on here. It's almost 3 fucking hours. Oh, my God. You know what? I got a little water here, all right? I mean, I should be drinking beer if you want my fucking opinion, you know, but I'm drinking water here, all right? Anyway, you thought this was a totally useless news segment? Your fucking life is totally useless news, Eddie, all right? All right, so keep sputtering the fucking sentence fragments off your goddamn stupid fucking text-to-speech or whatever the fuck you do.
I'd buy that for $1.
Ghost equals bulk bloatgen? Bulk bloat. Take this shit off. Listen, I'm fucking done with this shit, all right? And wait a minute. 5-finger prostate punch.
I'd buy that for $1.
Pimpin' Putin on True Conservative Radio. 5-finger prostate punch just donated a $50 Rumble rant and said, "Quit bitching. Let's get to Radio Graffiti. You have fun, guys."
Ghost slammed the ham for Putin in 2009, so slam
Dude,
it,
I
slam
never,
it,
that's a
slam it,
fucking
slam
lie!
it, slam it, slam it, slam it,
Stop
slam it,
saying
slam
I was
it.
pro-Putin, man. I was not. Fuck that shit.
Pootie Poo isn't that bad of a leader. Trump should make a deal with him to stop World War III.
I never fucking said that. Fucking TCR episode 298. Bullshit! Bullshit! Hey, what is this? Red Eyes Black Dragon. Boogie is freaking out hard right now, Ghost. I don't fucking care, all right? Don't tell me anything about Boogie unless he had a heart attack or a stroke, all right? Don't fucking tell me any... I don't fucking care about that piece of shit. He has me on block anyway, all right? Fuck that piece of crap. Anyway, let me take a smoke here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get to the China news. All right, I'm trying to get to the international news. And, you know, speaking of China and Eurocucks, remember when all the MAGA people were getting all, I don't know, pocket rockets when that stupid, dumb fucking Italian bitch, since we're talking about Italy so much today, that Italian bitch, what's her name? Maloney? Well, take a look at this. All right, take a look at this. Maloney vows to relaunch Italy's cooperation with China. What is it with these fucking right-wingers nowadays that has an obsession with wanting to deal with despotic regimes? I fucking don't get it. I don't get it. Remember, all these fucking right-wingers were like, swing, swing, when it came to this bitch. And look at her now. Unbelievable. You know, try to tell that to these pricks, you know? Five-finger prostate punch. I'm going to be in pain today. Then so should you, Ghost. Great. Great. All right, great. Anyway, there's a Maloney, Maloney, going out here saying that she wants to relaunch her ties with China. That's great. You know, our ally, by the way, right? Our fucking ally. And by the way, China is so desperate now to challenge the West.
I'd buy that for $1.
Ghost equals the under-faker? Dude, just leave me alone, man! God damn it! Just leave me alone!
I'd buy that for $1.
Ghost supported Putin to counter China. Listen, I'm done with this show, dude, all right? I'm out here trying to give you guys fucking CIA levels of assessment, and you're impugning upon my character, all right? You're spreading slanderous lies, and I don't appreciate it, man. I don't fucking appreciate it. I don't fucking appreciate it. Eddie 324-758, Italy is our greatest ally. Yeah, sure. Yeah, right. They don't even know how to make a decent spaghetti and meatball, for fuck's sake, all right? I went out there expecting to... I wanted to fucking taste a fettuccine of fucking 1981, or some shit. I was expecting some off-the-wall spaghetti and meatball, and they didn't have shit. I was expecting some badass pizza from some fucking, you know, greaseball fucking pizzeria out there, and it sucked. Anyway, I'm sorry. These people are pissing me off, folks, all right? That's why I'm going so off-keister here. I would be trying to, you know, continue on with what I'm supposed to get to here, but as you can see, I'm being fucking just bombarded by these people. I'm being fucking bombarded by these people. Jesus fucking Christ. Give me a smoke here, all right? Ghosts wanted Carrabba's in the middle of Rome? No, you don't understand, all right? I wanted to fucking, you know, some badass spaghetti and meatball, all right? I like spaghetti and meatball, and no, that doesn't make me autistic, all right? I just like the fucking dish. Jesus Christ. Ghost wanted Chef Boyardee in Italy. Dude, go fuck off, all right? Go fuck off. Give me a smoke. Gotta hold it in and hit the brain, you know? Gotta hold it in and let it hit the brain. And I expected a decent pizza out there. Didn't get shit. All right, I got flatbread with fucking, you know, real tomato sauce. And I'm not talking like, oh, they mix tomatoes. No, they like literally, like, I don't know, they put tomatoes in a grinder or some shit. Like a shit, like a shit paste. All right, they threw it on some flatbread and they threw some fucking, I don't know, gabagool or some shit on it. It was fucking disgusting, man. And RP1111 said Ghost got drunk at the airport and wandered into an S-Barro and thought it was Italy. S-Barro ain't that bad, I'll be honest with you. I mean, their pizza isn't horrible. All right, I would have been like, hey, you know, hey, Mamma Mia or some shit if that was the case. Anyway, look, I'm sorry to talk about pizza. We're talking a lot about Italy here. Let's talk back about China. Now, China is so desperate to recreate their narrative and to one-up the West and to one-up Europe's historical context on world history that they're actually going back in time to challenge the West. The country's archaeologists are striking out along the Silk Road and to trace and reach the ancient Chinese civilization. Oh, Jesus Christ, man!
I told you before, you naive idiot. The right loves dictators because they cater to their Christian values of conservatism. America will suck Putin dick if it means Trump will do their bidding when it comes to winning the cultural war.
I mean, I don't know if that's wrong. I don't know if you're wrong, Gino. Ghost equals neocon Andy the Giant. Anyway, Gino, I don't know if you're that wrong, man. I'll be honest with you. But anyway, as I was stating, they're taking archaeologists and they're going into Africa. They're going everywhere trying to search for any remnants of Chinese history. So
I'd buy that for $1.
Ghosts like Dr. Pepper back in 2000. Listen, I used to like it. I like Coke now, and I don't even drink that shit anymore because it's bad for you. All right? It's really, really fucking bad for you. But anyway, as I was stating before I got fucking rudely... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
For $1.
Ghost equals Nostradamus. All right, go fuck yourselves, dude. All right, look, I don't deserve this, man, all right? I don't fucking deserve this fucking bullshit. I'm out here trying to fucking give you guys CIA levels of assessment here, and all I'm getting is a bunch of shit. And what the fuck do you want, Haywood? You probably went to all the tourist traps like an imbecile. I hope you had fun getting fleeced by some WOEPS. Look, I didn't get scammed, all right? I know what you're saying, all right? I just, me and the missus, we went and did a European tour. We saw the Vatican, you know, which I'm surprised that anybody who goes there doesn't puke at the absolute vulgar display of wealth that is the Catholic Church. And by the way, have you seen their fucking like 90-foot walls and shit? I mean, at the bottom, you could just see the historical stains of blood and shit. Hold on, Granny?
Hello, I'm Politics Ghost Grandmother. I've been looking for something called shitting, dick, nipples.
Oh,
my
God,
grandson
man.
talks about how much he likes looking at shitting dick nipples while playing with his snake. Could you send him some, please?
Can y'all cut the shit? What the baby puncher? What the fuck?
Only thing they gave you over there was a fettuccine.
Fettuccine. What the fuck kind of name is baby puncher, you sick fuck? Jesus fucking.
I'd buy that for
Ghost equals the boogie 2988 of Vaughn.live. Look, shut the fuck. I'm done, dude. I'm fucking done. All right, I'm trying to get to my show. I can't. I've wasted 3 fucking hours fucking with a lot of you fucking troll terrorists, all right? And I'm fucking tired of it, man. I mean, come on, man. This is supposed to be a serious show here, man. This is supposed to be a serious fucking show. And let me show you how serious this is. Did y'all hear the agreement between the United States and Japan? Take a look at this. U.S. launches military command in Tokyo to counter China. Huh? This goes to show you how serious we are when it comes to China and Russia. We're not afraid, all right? And if China and Russia want some, come and get some. And if you're bad enough, take some, motherfucker. All right? That's what I'm talking about. And all you people that are scared of these fucking paper tigers, for Christ's sake, what a bunch of chumps. All right, what a bunch of chumps. Jesus fucking Christ. That's what I'm telling you. America should be the sole superpower in the international... What the fuck? Ghost goes to Taco Bell and thinks it's Mexico. No, you think it's a fucking Mexican telephone company, you fucking piece of shit. Why don't you sit there and shut your goddamn fucking burrito-eating ass up? All right? Tacos, motherfucker. Fuck burritos. Anyway, can I smoke here again? I'm sorry. I'm trying here. And Pookie from 713, dodge the draft. That's great. That's fucking great. Give me a smoke. All right. Anyway, once again, U.S. to launch a military command in Tokyo to counter China.
I'd buy that for $1.
Ghost equals 40-pound wings of redemption. Dude. Fuck! Man, this smoke isn't doing shit, man. This goddamn smoke isn't doing a fucking thing. Midnight blood fart strain sucks. This midnight blood fart strain sucks, man. It fucking sucks. Tired of this shit. Take this fucking shit off. These people don't care that the U.S. is launching a military command in Tokyo to counter China. Take it off. Fucking idiots. What a bunch of fucking idiots, I'm telling you right now. And guess what? What about Pakistan? Huh? I've been telling you that if Xi Jinping was smart, and I've been saying this for a long time, like here for the past 3 months, if Xi Jinping was smart, he would get the okay from the Pakistani government and send in the Chinese military into Pakistan to quash all the uprising that's happening from all the different factions that are causing terrorism in that country. Why? Because they've given a lot of money to Pakistan for the Belt Road Initiative, for the China-Pakistan corridor. Now Pakistan is coming and begging now. Did you hear this? Pakistan wants China to reprofile debt to help support reforms. So now it's like, look, please reprofile the debt and make it like charity because, we need help. All right? I mean, it's all the reforms we're doing and we need help. And you think China's going to be okay with this? This is heading towards what I think Xi Jinping should do. Because as I stated, I don't think China is in the position to be able to confront a nation state on a military capacity.
I'd buy that for $1.
Smoke doing nothing, try Pepoffy.
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And hold on, Balls, I'll get to you in just a second, man. Cheers to you. But once again, Pakistan trying to, wanting to reprofile its debt. And as I stated, China is not in a position to confront a nation state. They can't invade Taiwan. I don't even think they can confront the Philippines because I think that the amount of casualties that they'll take, I don't think that the population can accept. Remember, this is a one-child policy.
Buy that for $1.
Ghost equals chicken wings of redemption. I'm sorry, folks. I'm trying here, man. Every time. What the fuck?
That for $1.
Ghost equals alternate reality. Look, fuck that guy. All right. All right. Anyway, once again, Pakistan wants China to reprofile their debt, and why? As I was stating, Pakistan is nearly on the road of a failed state, and they owe China lots of money. Lots of money, and they're only asking China to reprofile $7 billion. They owe hundreds of billions, and that's another thing that China can tell Pakistan that, look, you owe us, so we're going to go in, we're going to quash all the terrorist problems, all the separatist problems, and we're going to take control of the different aspects of the Silk Road Initiative, like the Gwadar Airport. And maybe even the train system and that sort of thing. But they better move in soon because Pakistan's not looking good. Take a look at this. 35 killed in Pakistan in tribal feud. All right? Sectarian violence. So this is not even the goddamn the factions that we talked about, like the ISIS factions that is committing acts of terror, the TPP, which is the Tariqi Taliban. Which is another sect of the Taliban that's based in Pakistan. We talked about the Balochistan separatist, how they're causing a major ruckus. The Pashtun tribe is now starting to raise up out there. There's a lot of shit. Also, the folks that supported Imran Khan, which was the former prime minister that is now in jail. So I'm telling you right now, it's not looking good for Pakistan, and I think that China is in the position to show its military force without confronting a nation state in order to show some military presence so that they can at least save face and still at least optically show themselves off as a superpower, Now, remember, we're in the midst of a terrorist crackdown. There's an operation by the Pakistani government trying to crack down on all these militants. That's why the Pashtun tribe, if you take a look at the last show, the Pashtun tribe is getting uppity because in the process of this terrorist crackdown, they killed a very famous poet, I believe, in the Pashtun area. So now they're getting upset. Now you got other sectarian violence of other tribes that are along the line, or along the same border of Afghanistan, and now extremists are now entering. New extremist groups are now entering Pakistan.
I'd buy that for $1.
40 GBP of wings. Great. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, by the way, all right? But once again, what's happening here, folks, because of the terrorist crackdown, many of ISIS, which ISIS, I said, it was either on the last show or the show before that.
I'd buy that for $1.
Ghost supported Putin taking Crimea. Fucking shut the fuck up. No, I didn't. Anyway, as I was stating before I got rudely interrupted, this is not... What the fuck?
For $1.
What?
This is Ghost Granny again. I'm looking for Ghost's missing horse Rainbow Dash. I've never seen my grandson with a horse, but he talks about brushing her mane and clumping to her flank, whatever that means.
What the fuck are you
if
talking
you see
about?
His Rainbow Dash, call him.
I'd buy that for $1.
TCR equals ex-Russian propaganda. Dude, I'm done with this shit, dude. Take it off. All right, I'm done with this fucking what?
Buy that for $1.
Ghost was wings and shit. That's great. Ghost was wings and shit. Anyway, Balls, he said, midnight blood fart is what happens if Mr. Beast eats 40 hot wings. I don't know, is there... I don't know. I don't want to go there, given the things that have come about, relating to Mr. Beast and his friend. And to be honest with you, Roxass, if y'all go take a look at that thread on Twitter, shows a lot of damning evidence that suggests that, this grooming discord in which this, weird grooming thing took place, Mr. Beast was not only in it, he encouraged it and actually partook in it, allegedly. So I always knew he was a scumbag. I always knew he was a fraud. And I hope not only does he lose everything, I hope he ends up in prison. All right? I hope that he ends up in prison, because this is yet another group, another person in the group of social media influencers that I've always hated. And everybody gives me shit every time I hate these pricks, because I can see the disingenuousness in their faces. I can hear it in their tenor. I can hear it in their voices, how disingenuous these people are. And because I guess I have, a good radar for that,
I'd buy that for $1.
I'm not easily persuaded by bullshit. Ghost equals Goodwill John Bolton. Whoever the hell's doing this, I hope you fucking... never mind. I don't want to say anything, because I might be going into terms of service department. All right, I'm a bad guy all of a sudden. Ghost is such a bad guy. I don't know what the fuck about. All right, let's go to totally useless news. Nobody gives a shit about the news out here. All right? Nobody cares. Oh, yeah, I was going to talk about Venezuela. Let me talk about that real quick before I get to totally useless news. Maduro declared himself the winner of the Venezuelan's presidential election. If you guys were following me on X or Twitter last night, you were kind of getting abreast, no pun intended, of what was going on out there. And everybody knew that Venezuela was out in unison for the opposition of Maduro. And what ended up happening is, in Venezuela, Maduro stopped the vote tabulation that was being aired on television. And once he took it down, he got all of his people, which are his military and police factions, to guard his palace. And then he set up this makeshift, kind of crowd that's supposed to be cheering him on, and just declared himself the victor. Now, everybody out there in Venezuela knows that he lost. Nobody believes he won. Ghost shooting pearls at... Now, dude, shut the fuck up! All right, shut the fuck up! Jesus Christ, man. I'm over here trying. I'm trying here. You guys see this? God damn it! Eating 40 pounds of wings to own the libs. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? And look, it's 40 wings, you jerk off, all right? And I don't even eat it all the time, all right? It's a fucking splurge. It's a splurge. All right, look, I'm going to be in the true capitalist.
I'd buy that for $1.
Ghost needs a leader. I never said that. I never said America needs a leader like Putin. I never fucking said that shit. I never said that shit. I'm tired of you people making these false accusations, man. Cut the crap. These are slanderous lies. Anyway, as I was stating, all right, right now as we speak, people are taking to the streets in protest. Now, anybody who's in social media, you might want to take a look to see if there's any video coming out about this, because this is going to be something going on here for the next couple of days. Now, the only reason the opposition can...
I'd buy that for $1.
If China does go into Pakistan, what happens after? Does the CIA go into overtime like in the 1980s with the Soviet Union?
No, because we already have black operative outfits out there. ISIS is a black operation of the CIA, and so is Al-Qaeda. Both of these factions hate each other, believe it or not, because they're different variants of Sunni interpretation of Islam. I believe the Al-Qaeda is a Wahhabist interpretation of Sunni Islam, and ISIS is a Salafist variant of Islam. But we have ISIS out there. The Tariqi Taliban is being promoted by the Taliban. This is why I told you why we made a deal with the Taliban. We made a deal with them and said, look, we're going to leave, and you can, revel in it here in your pissing ground and tell the people, yeah, we ran America out. We're going to leave everything here. But you better start causing a ruckus with your neighbors like Iran, like Pakistan. Yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing. Pakistan is near almost wanting to do something militarily to Afghanistan, because the Afghanistan Taliban is aiding not just the Tariqi Taliban, but they're allowing ISIS also to come in and out. Now, it's not that they want that to happen. They just don't have the capability to secure their border from this happening. So, in my opinion, I think you combine that, you combine the factions of the Imran Khan people that are disgusted with the current state, you take that with the Balakistani separatists that are out there in the Northwest, you take that with the Pashtuns, you take that with there's just so many factions out there. I think that China can go in there and assert their military dominance, but they are going to take a massive amount of casualties, but not as much as they would have if they directly confront a nation state. Anyway, once again, watch out for this situation in Venezuela. I think that it could get ugly. It could get ugly. And why is this happening? Why can Maduro have the authority to just declare himself the winner? Because he disarmed, or not he, it was actually his predecessor, Hugo Chavez, who was democratically elected, by the way. He was the one that convinced everybody in Venezuela to give up their guns. And there are no armed people in the streets outside of the military, the police, and the Chavistas, which are a gang that is similar to the Waffen SS, but is loyal to Maduro, and that's why it's called Chavotista. It's from Hugo Chavez. They're trying to, pay homage to Hugo Chavez. So those are the only people that have guns, and the people are there left, to protest in mass and may potentially risk their lives doing so. So once again, that's why I said at the beginning of this broadcast that you have to have a respect for the Second Amendment. And the Second Amendment needs to be protected at all times. It's not put there for fucking hunting. It was put there just in case this shit that's happening in Venezuela happens here in this country. And that's why it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or Republican, you should not worry about the Second Amendment. What you should worry about are the people.
I'd
all right?
buy that for $1.
Eat them pluckers wings 445 pounds.
Dude, fuck off. All right, we got to worry about the people. All right, when people they're saying, hey, look, there's a fucking weirdo over here. He's fucking got a gun or some shit. There needs to be wellness checks on people that seem to be off and that are showing off their weapon or saying shit like, hey, I think I'm going to go shoot this, or I think I'm going to go shoot. I mean, there should be those types of people that are vigilant about this that stop and prevent the mass shit that we have. What is this? Ghost said Putin was a great guy. Dude, get this fucking shit out. All right, I'm done, dude. All right? I'm fucking done with this shit. I am trying to get... Oh, Jesus Christ!
For $1.
Dude, you're a fucking lying piece of shit. All right? You guys are a bunch of lying pieces of trash. All right, you guys are a bunch of lying pieces of trash.
I'd buy that for $1.
You were very pro-Putin back at Wiki University. You're a fucking liar! You're a liar! You're a fucking liar! I'm tired of you pieces of shit lying, man! I'm tired of it! I'm fucking tired of this shit. Let's get to fucking totally useless news. You know, it doesn't surprise me how absolute mental retardation, the absolute mental retardation and autism and Asperger's or whatever the fuck you want to call this, it all makes sense. You know, on the last totally useless news segment, I talked about this stupid, ridiculous gathering of a bunch of old assholes that look like Ernest Hemingway. And I talked about during that particular segment that they had some stupid shit like this out here in Texas, in Kyle, Texas, trying to comprise the biggest group of Kyles, that guys that are named Kyle, in Kyle, Texas.
Buy that for $1.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, Ghost.
What?
Why won't you do for Nicolas Maduro what you did with Biden and say you love their foreign policy and fully support them even though they both cheated to win their election?
Oh,
Remember,
Jesus Christ.
Maduro is doing what Biden did and seized power for himself.
Okay, let's just say that's true. Because, look, I just said that when it's close, unscrupulous things happen. Okay, it happened in 1960 when Joe Kennedy made a deal with the Chicago mob with Sam Giancana in order to get the electoral votes of Illinois to John F. Kennedy. And guess what it came down to? It came down to the state of Illinois. And because there was the rigging of it by Joe Kennedy, which is John F. Kennedy's father, John F. Kennedy was elected president. Then in 2000, same shit, very close. And the influence of Jeb Bush in one of the biggest electoral college voting states, Florida, decided to, I don't know, whatever they did. And as a result, because of the hanging Chad deal and all that, George Bush Jr. became the president. He did the same shit in 2004 in Ohio, by the way, when voting machines were first implemented. So the point I'm trying to make is this is why I didn't want Donald Trump as the candidate of the Republican Party. We need somebody that has general appeal. I mean, I know everybody rolls their eyes whenever I talk about Ronald Reagan, or anybody who's old GOP talks about Ronald Reagan.
I'd buy that for $1.
I don't necessarily hate enemy. Just shut the fuck up! Shut up! Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'd buy that for $1.
APAC bribe Ghost with 40 pounds of wings. All right, I'm done, dude. Look, here's the totally useless news. You know that we're living in retard America. You know that we're living in shitbag America when people have way too much time on their hands. I'm talking American people. Got way too much time on their hands, and they're getting together and doing shit like this. Take a look at this. Have y'all seen this shit? Have y'all seen this T-Rex race at a horse track? All right? They got a whole bunch of idiots in a fucking T-Rex fucking costume in order to horse race on a horse track. I mean, give me a fucking break. Look at this stupid shit.
And T-Rex
I mean,
is away.
you can't tell me
It's
American
Dino,
people don't
Mighty
have
Rex,
too much
Dino
time
Dasher.
on their
Here
hand.
comes Ramblin'
I mean,
Rex.
give me a
Dane's
fucking
on the
break.
charge. Now Rex's girlfriend Donna.
These are
regular
assholes in
unleaded,
T-Rex
full and
fucking
clear.
stupid
False alarms are
costumes.
Tiny, but it's regular unleaded.
Oh, God. Look at this stupid shit. Look at this stupid shit. Oh, my God. Ghost once again hates fun? No. I'm highlighting that all of you people that are saying, oh, it's so tough in America, Ghost, it's so bad. If it's so bad, people wouldn't have time to be doing dumb shit like this. You understand this? If times were so bad, people wouldn't be doing this shit. They'd be too busy working to get food. They'd be too busy working to sustain their life. You understand? And just to underscore that point that, all of you people that are complaining about how bad times are right now, take a look at this, all right? Woman orders a $275 ashtray and receives a can of tuna instead. The most fucking expensive can of tuna I've ever bought, quote unquote.
I'd buy that for $1.
Bad times, by the way. All right, what is this? Don't frown, have a pep-offie. All right, shut up with your pep-offie, for Christ's sake, all right? Jesus fucking Christ with these people.
I'd buy that for $1.
Putin pearls at TCR viewers. All right, dude, I'm fucking done with this shit. I am so fucking done with this show. It's sad. All right, it's fucking sad. But hey, bad times, by the way. A woman orders a $275 ashtray. You see, how can somebody afford this? All right? If it's bad economics, it's a bad economy. I'm saying we are headed downward. But we were nowhere near 2009 at this point in time, all right? Nowhere near at this point. So, for all you people that are bitching, I mean, you better get whatever beans or whatever goddamn wage you can get while jobs are still available now, because once this damn thing starts going downhill, there ain't going to be any of this opportunity, and $275 ashtrays aren't going to be worth dick, all right? Ain't going to be worth dick. Now, I've got one more totally useless news story, and then I'm going to get the hell out of here, all right? Now, take a look at how bad people in Africa, how bad people in Africa are trying to get clout because they know clout equals money, all right? They know it equals hits. They know it equals monetization. This is one of many different Nigerians that have tried and are successful at breaking Guinness Book of World Records in order for them to get out of the Nigerian ghetto. What I'm about to show you, folks, is one of many. I can show you many of these. I'm not even joking. Take a look at this. Nigerian man twerks for 3 hours and 30 minutes to break world record. Enjoy a little bit of his twerking, because I know that you people appreciate this stuff. Here it is. All right. There it is. Nigerian man twerking for 3 hours and 30 minutes in order to break the Guinness Book of World Record for twerking. Anyway, I mean, don't strippers do this like 8 to 10 hours a day? I mean, how is this like 3 hours and 30 minutes of twerking a real record? This is content for you Twitch thoughts out there, all right? I know that I'm listened to by a lot of different fucking influencers and shit, even though they don't want to admit it. Watch, if you're a Twitch thought, this is perfect for you, saying going to break the record for twerking 3 hours and 30 minutes, all right? And watch how many fucks donate while you're shaking that ass, all right, for 30 fucking minutes. Watch, it's gonna happen. Some Twitch thought. You don't stick around for rating. 10 beers, come on, Haywood, god damn it. God damn it, Haywood, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? Oh, God, man. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. I don't want to do this shit. I don't want to do this fucking shit, man. Oh, my God. You see what you fucker... You see you goddamn motherfuckers. All right, I'll make a deal with you. How about this? I'll make a deal with you. I get off now. I do a ghost show tomorrow. All right? I'll do a ghost show tomorrow.
I'd buy that for $1.
Ghost equals prolapse Putin. Fucking dumb fucks. Anyway, look. I'll do a ghost show tomorrow, like 8 to wherever, fucking 6 in the morning or whatever the fuck.
I'd buy that for
Ghost
$1.
watched Anime on... Dude, listen. I watched Anime on the Ghost Show because you people fucking did that. All right, everybody says it's a deal. All right, I will be here tomorrow, okay? Let me get off now because it's fucking 8. I got to fucking talk to the peeps over there at the True Capitalist Radio chat room here for a few, and I'm gonna chill. So, okay, we got a deal. All right, tomorrow, there's no excuses. My voice seems fairly okay. All right. And I will be here 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And the only place I'm not going to be is I'm not going to be on Twitter, and I'm not going to be on YouTube. So for all you folks that are on YouTube and Twitter that want to join the show tomorrow, the Ghost Show, which is a lot different. Well, I don't know if it's much different. I mean, you don't get the news stuff over there. But once again, I do want to say I will show up tomorrow, all right? And by the way, Haywood, I don't know if he left the Inner Circle again. If you want to join the Inner Circle again, let us know. A lot of folks want to talk to you over there. But anyway, I will be back here tomorrow, not doing the True Capitalist radio show. I'm going to be doing a ghost show tomorrow. And it's going to be from 8 to whenever, and we're going to be doing the ghost rambunctious stuff. Just don't piss me off on Twitter so I don't go in a fucking bad mood, all right, please? And then we'll do this. Hold on, Urinator, don't listen to him. He's going to bitch out at the last minute. No, I'm not. All right, now look, when I do the ghost show tomorrow, I'm probably not going to do another show for a day or two. All right, that includes the True Capitalist radio show, because as I stated, these ghost shows, they go for like 8 to 10 hours sometimes. And, I fucking, it just lays me out for the next couple of days. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. Once again, Haywood, let us know if you want us back into the Inner Circle. And for the folks out there in the True Capitalist Radio chat room, I will be in there in the next 20 minutes, 30 minutes to discuss serious topics. I know we didn't get to too much serious stuff today, but to all the folks that are in the True Capitalist Radio chat room, cheers to you guys. Cheers to Mike, Frank Castle, Jatario, everybody that's in there. Cheers to you guys, all right? And by the way, if you want to be a part of the True Capitalist Radio membership,
I'd buy that for $1.
Hold on, put the PC shot on. Once again, Haywood, I hope that you're around tomorrow. I will be on from 8 probably all night long. We're going to steal the night. And you and fucking Drunk Aussie of all people have forced me to do that. Dandy J said, thanks for shooting these pearls at us. I hope you really mean that and not mean that in a very weird, perverted way. Anyway, all the chats are up. I'm looking at Vaughn Chat. There's not too many people in Vaughn Chat, although Vaughn Chat will be the one displayed on the Ghost Show tomorrow. Cheers to the Rumble Chat, where all the Rumble rants and all that stuff. Cheers to the YouTube chat over there. You guys are fairly okay. I do appreciate the YouTube chat and the D-Live chat. And cheers to the folks over there on Twitter. And Tesla Cyberheart said, good show today, Ghost. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Cheers. But once again, Ghost Show tomorrow. We're not going to be doing the Ghost Show on YouTube or Twitter. It's going to be on Rumble, Vaughn, D-Live, and Trovo if you want to go check it out over there. But anyway, tomorrow for sure. And I guess here we go. Cheers to Lucas Pilled also, man. One of the newest members. And by the way, you want to become a member, you want to chill with us tonight, right here. All right, become a member of the True Capitalist Radio chat room. We're going to be discussing some serious issues. And by the way, the True Capitalist Radio chat room, wait about 20 or 30 minutes. I'm going to go have a smoke. I'm probably going to have a couple of beers, and I'll be in there a little bit more looser, and we'll be able to talk about some things, man. All right? Anyway, cheers to everybody out here. Once again, Ghost Show tomorrow for Taco Tuesday, and I hope that you tune in with us, and maybe we'll have some fun. All right? Maybe we'll do a couple of raids or something, and, do our Thea thing. Early Radio Graffiti, too, since Haywood and, fucking Drunk Aussie has hooked it up. Anyway, Quaker Ghost with one more Rumble rant. I know I'm a trolly bastard, but my wife and I truly enjoy listening to your shows, and we have a good time. Cheers, Ghost. Well, thank you. I'm appreciating all the adulation, man. It gives me ambition. It gives me the motivation to do what I'm doing. All right? Anyway, cheers. Once again, Ghost Show tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, Ghost Show tomorrow. And until then, I'm out of here.